religiously. And then you just kind of have to come back to, I don't know, reality. It's so, like, I remember when I finished it, I didn't realize that was the end, and I was like, what the fuck? And then the credits came up, and Adam was just like, oh, how do you feel? Like, it's over. And I'm like, what?
What the heck?
I don't know.
A stream.
It is a stream. Sound good? Sound good? Look good?
Yeah.
I'm hearing it good.
Hell yeah. Let's get going. Hopefully I don't fuck this one up. Alright, episode 0.
With voice acting.
Duh.
I assumed that this isn't voice acted, but I don't know that for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it could have voice acting, I suppose.
Alright.
Well, if this is a good sign.
Who's first?
Rain sizzles off neon above me. The summer shower creates a noted uptick in the flickering of holograms down the street, and a slight blunting of the night's ambience. Emphasis on slight. Lights, cameras, and constant noise. This city's got insomnia, with the uneven heart rate to prove it. Lily, try as like a noir detective.
There's no escaping the second-hand nervous energy of it all, but I'm plenty acclimated. Just a wave of worries cresting on the surface while I hold my breath deep below. Alright, now Doug.
Besides, a microdose of nightlife anxiety suits my mood just fine.
Whoa. That's cool.
It's giving number 13, the Green Wobbler.
Suits my whopper just fine. 'Cause if I'm not careful... This client of mine's gonna die in jail.
It's Morgan.
Back to Logan.
It's hard to get away with murder these days. People are still presumed innocent, at least on paper.
Love the fucking cave. Incredible work.
It's pretty fucking epic. But by the time they're in cuffs, there's hardly any shadows of doubt left. Because this whole world's lit up, mapped out, never unknown, and always online. Whether it's incandescent, or neon, or hollow, whether it's LCD, LED, or just the nearest phone screen. There's light shining on every last pixel of the map. And someone's always watching. Solitude's a rarity. Anonymity is scarce. And criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. So you take whatever clients you can get. You don't balk at public defender work, no matter the hour.
Can you say that? Can you say balk again?
Bulk?
Don't say balk. Don't say bulk.
Isn't that
It's
it?
balk.
I'm bulking.
It's
I'm gonna
balk.
bulk.
Like, do you say chalk?
I'm pretty sure it's bulk. Doug, help.
It's Bach.
It is balk.
What?
Almost certainly. Ooh.
Are you accessing the menu to see how to pronounce it?
No, I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit.
How do you pronounce Bach? Balk.
Balk.
Chalk.
I'm gonna bulk.
I'm gonna chalk. I'm gonna chalk. I'm gonna bulk it
I need to grab a glass of milk.
I
So you take whatever declines you can get. You don't back. you don't.
Balk. It's balk. Like
Or-
like a chicken.
You don't balk. That public defender work, no matter the hour.
You don't balk at public defender work.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
go,
that.
go.
And should you find yourself in one of the last dark, quiet corners left in the whole world, well, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I like you're like a Bugs Bunny type.
Not that there's much else I can do until my phone.
Counselor, your
Go.
public defender contract has been approved. You are expected at the 254th precinct present your ID at the door to enter.
Oh, that's not how you pronounce present.
Shut present. I said fuck you. Eat ass. Get money. Arrive at least 15 minutes early.
I'll try. Less than 3. Looks like paperwork came through.
You're going British.
It's nearly 3:15 now. 90 minutes since I took the job.
Meow.
Meow. Probably makes it about 2 hours since they finally got smart enough to ask for a lawyer. If they're really smart, they'll have used that time to get some rest. 'Cause now that I'm here, things are going to get busy.
Whoa. Whoa. Disable tutorials? You can turn them back on in settings.
Yeah, I would like
We
to
don't know how to play.
We don't know how to play this game.
This shit looks like Persona.
Ooh, it's pretty. Nice, 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 nice.
Suspect hashtag not found.
Precinct 254.
Oh, it's you.
It's a goddamn ghost town. Anybody else want to be her?
Go, Lily!
We did nothing but a hologram for a welcoming party. I'm here about a homicide. My clearance rates be damned. You'd think they'd treat it with a little more gravitas.
Gravitas.
But whatever. If I'm that unimportant, they've got no right to complain if I take my sweet time getting checked in.
And I should take my time. Information's like cash in my line of work. You gotta spend it to make it. And if you're flat broke, no one will give a shit what you have to say. So let's see if I can't poke around and shake some change loose. HALT!
Heads up.
Press
The phone button. Or tap the phone icon in the top left to access the pause menu, where you can check save load or check settings.
I think I just did that by pressing escape too.
You can toggle on auto advancing text with the auto button, or check previous lines with the backlog button.
Oh, cool.
Look around for points of interest you can check to investigate the area. You'll earn credit for investigating anything and everything you can. Credit is both a measure of your information gathering skills and your own credibility. So don't go broke.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Whoa, this is awesome.
Oh, okay.
Look at the wall, look at the wall.
Observe.
An actual police lineup. It's like I walked into a museum. Though museums tend to feel expensive.
And clean.
Dusty, forgotten. Probably lots of unpacked boxes.
This homicide department's more like an attic. We got credits for looking at shit.
Yes.
Hard to
Now we
believe.
know it's ugly.
Exactly. Hard to believe. I love how we're just slowly sliding across the window too. Are we gonna go back? Are we gonna go back? No. Okay. Hard to believe they were ever so busy that they had witnesses making IDs in the lobby. Then again, it's hard to believe they were ever doing lineups in the first place.
Are you certain? Wasn't it dark? Did you know that during traumatic events, memory formation is blah blah blah?
Poking holes in that setup must have been like shooting fish in a barrel, and all during billable hours. Hours. But there's no room to sow doubt anymore. Not when a modded witness can just submit their testimony as video recording. Assuming their phones didn't automatically file a police report for them. Let me read this.
Brock, generate a police report.
Alright. Popcorn Logan.
A data pad? Oh boy.
Data?
Even when they're more advertisement than article, they can still be informative. In a flowery, roundabout, corporate propaganda sort of way.
This is up here. Cool.
This is the menu. You can use it. Heads up. Keep an eye out for articles on the environment. They offer insight on the world around you and credit towards your investigation.
Thank you, Godot.
Articles are added to your
damn.
phone's reading list after you first read them. Choose the proper takeaway after reading them, and you'll earn additional bonus credit, too. I'm trapped in a cyberpunk future.
It's where my mask came from.
Doug, read the news.
Subway fixes axed. City to refocus on canopy. Declaring the subway tunnels to be irreparably flooded, city engineers announced this week that all plans to drain and repair the system were being suspended indefinitely. Saltwater damage to sensitive electronic cabling and erosion of key tunnel fixtures were cited as reasons for why 89% of the subway system was evaluated as critically compromised or worse. Civil engineering efforts will be refocused on maintenance and expansion of the hybrid super infrastructure system that weaves together trams, highways, walkways, and skyscrapers into the canopy high above our city's streets. Reactions to the announcement could be characterized as
Blase.
lazy. It's been years since the subways last ran, and decades since they last ran on schedule. Most citizens have long since given up hope on them ever making a comeback. Online chatter barely reacted to the announcement, with most commenters and voters' attention focused instead on the growing investigations into Councilman Long's campaign finance irregularities.
Oh boy, this is a long article.
As one of the Canopy's major backers in City Hall, Long has often found himself at odds with a small but vocal group of critics that consider it to be an eyesore and an amplifier of light and noise pollution, and with Long having stepped away from his political duties in order to more fully cooperate with investigators for the first time in nearly 20 years, the typically rock-steady political foundation of the canopy was looking uncharacteristically shaky going into this week, but with the subways now officially no longer an option, people and corporations alike have little choice for how they complete their morning commute. Popcorn Lily.
However, not all reactions to the news have been negative. At least a few bold individuals see these latest reports as vindication, and possibly even a rallying cry. Already considered by many to be a rising star in infrastructure solutions abroad, tech startup Subterra made headlines last year with a radical proposal for a system of personal submarine taxi pods. What the fuck? That could make use of the flooded subway tunnels. But momentum stalled when their first prototype for the city came in at a disappointing 3,359% over budget. That's a lot of percent. The one councilor member was quoted as calling their system mind-bogglingly wasteful and impractical in the extreme. In light of this latest announcement, Subterra has proudly declared their intent to resubmit the proposal package. Popcorn Logan.
Across the entire globe, coastal cities like ours have struggled to find civil engineering answers to rising sea levels and subterranean flooding that satisfy financial, practical, and aesthetic concerns. Historically, most scientists have attributed this increase in sea level to climate change, though there are dissenting voices. Water rises and falls all the time, for reasons we do not fully understand. Are we to, It appears that you have 0 free articles remaining this month. Please verify your account information in order to continue reading the stories that matter.
No! Alright, so shit's flooded. We can't walk places. And climate change is real, but they're still deniers. Ballsy them, putting the paywall there. As if I'd reached for my wallet after having to read a word like aesthetical. Besides, I got the gist of it. The takeaway is that the city will be focusing its efforts on the canopy.
It's a quiz!
It's a quiz.
The canopy, they're focusing on the canopy.
Right, because Subterra was... No, the canopy was over budget, wasn't it?
They're giving up on Subterra. It's flooded.
Yeah. Well, because Subterra was... Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yahoo! Media literate.
Hooray!
At least one of us is. There'll be increased scrutiny surrounding the canopy now that there's no plan B. It's a massive project with a massive budget. Lines the pockets of a lot of people, big and small. Okay, I'm turning Australian. Logan, you take over.
Hell yeah. And what's up, Doc? None of them would appreciate bad press at the moment. Not when Councilman Long's already thoroughly chummed the waters.
Ciao.
Chummed the waters. I'm getting plastered with psychic rays.
I like that.
That's a bench. High traffic hallways, utilitarian furnishing, multiple screening stations. What's happening? Yeah, what's up, Doc? Pragmatic brutalism so textbook it could teach freshman level architecture. Can almost hear the building drone on and on about concrete and iron and hard right angles. The civil planning equivalents of battle scars. From a fight won so long ago that they're starting to look ridiculous. I'm sure it was all very imposing back when it was built.
Very imposing.
Yeah, that's right. But walking in here now, with crime rates where they are, feels like a hospice ward for heavy-handedness.
Alright, fuck it, let's go.
And a medium's cracked in the corner. Looks bad, but my phone's made of the same stuff, and I'm rolling the dice every time it falls off the sofa. Could probably know the warranty on one of these things with a loud sneeze. At least it's not broken entirely. Even at this hour, it's still dutifully scrolling through its notifications. Looks like the usual 1-to-1 ratio of public health alerts and inoffensive pop culture trivia you always get served at state buildings. But there's a few missing persons, too. Poisons.
Poisons.
1 year silver plan coverage, courtesy of Catechus as a reward for any... Silver's no joke. Family must be getting desperate. Alright. I've taken in all the scenery and learned as much as I can here. Time to get checked in. Desk. It booted up fine. So far, so good.
Good morning! Morgan.
Oh, that's you. Isn't it? Yeah, that's you.
Morgan, here for the public defender contract.
Could you please provide your name and... Great! Please stand still for a moment.
I wouldn't call Intake Hollows charming. More like harmless. But that's probably what the designers were aiming for. People don't mind a quirk or two in the tech, so long as it never speaks out of turn.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble placing you. Could you please provide your name and date of birth?
So far, so good, was it?
What do we want?
Do we have a card?
I don't know.
Let's scan it.
Do we even have an inventory? I don't know.
Oh, wait. Profiles. Oh,
That's me.
oh my god! Happy birthday, Morgan!
What? Is that because? That must be why. Because it's today.
What?
What?
No, January 26th.
Or do you think it's a...
January.
Oh, I done goofed. I forgot what month it was.
Dog.
Whiskey sour.
Talent can fall asleep in any position.
That's not a talent. I can do that. Just kidding. Wait. Want to read it again?
No.
Yes.
What's this?
I missed it the first time.
Conductive resin.
Scan my conductive raisin.
It's phone material.
Schedule a fix here. Oh, okay. I guess it just gives you a little bit more information about those. The title, customize. Let's customize. Damn.
Oh,
Who's Fran?
We have no credits.
theme community page.
Wow. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll stop fucking around. Scan my card.
Hey, why don't you scan my ID card?
Great! Now, could you just confirm your date of birth for me?
We know that.
Why do they even bother asking? My birthday's on the damn ID card. And my profile. I'd have to be a world-class airhead to get this question wrong. No problem. My birthday's,
Number 26, December 26th.
December 26.
Perfect. Good morning, Morgan Counselor. Thank you for your timely arrival and for taking on this public defender contract. If you're ready to speak to your client, you can proceed to counseling quarter 3C.
Is that what we're calling it now? You mean the interrogation room?
I'm sorry to have caused any confusion. My vocabulary is regularly updated to better reflect state standards.
Don't sweat it. I can't keep track of every new euphemism either. They could call it the involuntary wellness check room if they like. Doesn't change the way it makes a person feel, sitting in a stifled box of one-way panels. Nothing to see but their own reflection dully wrapped around across gunmetal walls.
Morgan Counselor, can I help you with anything else?
Choices that progress the story forward will cause other options to shrink away when selected.
My God.
Choices that will take the conversation down side paths and before returning to this point will not. Because the article you read earlier, you've unlocked an additional choice in this dialogue.
Oh.
Read and examine at every opportunity to build up your knowledge and get the most out of every conversation.
Cool. Why the disrepair?
Popcorn Doug.
I know the city's not terribly concerned with the lower wards, but this is a police station. Why is it so goddamn dusty?
This facility is currently undergoing renovations.
Since when? The 60s?
It has been 22 months since the timetable was last updated.
They really don't see a lot of action around here, do they?
I'm sorry for any inconvenience you might have encountered.
I'm adaptable. What about you? They ever gonna fix that crack?
Thank you for asking. It has not interfered with my work.
Well, that's all that matters, right?
Should we just
What
ask?
are you? What are you?
I'm a smart user interface, proudly sold by Noble Electronics. Thank you for asking. If you're interested, I could send you a link with information about our subscription packages. Should I send you a link with information about our subscription packages?
No. Sorry. That was a mean question to ask. That'll be all, thank you.
You'll find the counseling quarters past our homicide detective's office through the door to your right.
Thanks. But I think it's just me for now, so could you go on break, if you like? You could.
Automated dependents do not take breaks, Morgan Counselor.
And what were you doing before I walked in?
You'll find the counseling quarters past our homicide detective's office.
Through the door to the right. Thank you. Ads don't get breaks. And they don't get my jokes. But it's usually the humorless types that are the most fun to mess with anyway.
I'm clicking. Oh! Whoa.
Eyes gone bad or something. Popcorn Lily.
A voice. No, voices coming from down the hall.
English bad ears? Probably.
Thank God I stopped for directions. A building this empty, the desk could have just told me to follow the echoes. One voice sounds older, rougher, and decidedly low energy.
Appreciate you. Come on.
I forbid I try to be serious.
While the other rings with youthful indignation.
It's not like our job isn't important or anything.
Definitely cops. And at this precinct, at this hour, they might be the only two living, breathing people in the whole complex.
Because why else would you bother to print all that out?
One document or 100 looks the same on a data pad. Anytime you question a suspect, you need to have a heavy file in hand. Makes them think you know them better than their priest, their mother, their
big brother.
I wasn't gonna say that.
So how many of those sheets were blank then?
What?
Whoa!
No red carpet tonight, officers?
No.
Is that the young one?
I think
That's the old one on the left?
I think that's the old one on the left, and I think that this
Okay.
is the old one.
Oh, sorry about that, ma'am. We don't keep many extra hands around at these hours. Probably faster to let the desk handle intake anyway.
Yeah, but mostly cheaper. Ugh. You the lawyer?
I am. Morgan Esquire. Pleased to meet you.
Same here, counselor. Wasim London. How do you say that?
That's as
Kasem?
good as anything else. I don't know.
Kasim?
Maybe Kasem? Maybe Kasem?
Oh,
I like Kasim.
Sure.
And the bowl of sunshine is my partner. Raise.
Ball of sunshine.
She certainly is.
Oh. Sorry if you were kept waiting. Chatter between the departments has been hectic all night.
That's no trouble. Gave me time to enjoy my cigarette.
Cigarette? Like tobacco? What are you, 80?
She can't be more than a few years younger than me.
We're the detectives in charge of this particular case. And it looks like tonight, we're also your humble guides to the illustrious homicide department. Apologies in advance for any cobwebs.
Pretty sure I've seen this London character around the courthouse before. He never struck me as more than just some old-timer. But I suppose being an old-timer is an accomplishment in and of itself in his
He
profession.
looks like he's in his mid-30s.
He does. Sunshine is definitely a new face, though. Rigid in her posture. I'm turning Australian again. And her attitude. 3 in the morning and her shirt still looks ironed. Freshly promoted, maybe? 2 whole detectives working at these hours? Sounds serious. Unless you were just the first to arrive on the scene.
No, we're not nearly that timely. Uniforms responded to the emergency calls within a few minutes.
Calls, plural. Must have been quite the commotion.
Around. You think we're the first to arrive for anything?
He's not wrong. We were only tapped after circumstances at the scene indicated involvement with an ongoing investigation.
Our ongoing investigation.
Not very subtle, is she? But I might as well board at this point. Again, fucking Australian.
Lily, if you want popcorn, we can hop around characters.
We can scramble characters, yeah.
Okay, cool. Somebody take Morgan. Somebody takes the Phoenix.
So, you suspect this client of mine is involved in some separate criminal activity?
Wait, did they really not? No, I guess they wouldn't put it in a public defender's briefing. Look, consider this a little professional courtesy. A fair warning, yeah? Again, Australian. Fuck. It always comes back to... That's the heartbreak killer in that room.
And we've got the bastard dead to rights. So if you're kind, you'll help him plead it out. And if you're smart, you'll pass the shitstorm on some other night owl and go back to bed.
I like how Logan still has the same character.
Alright, Logan, switch with me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not feeling particularly kind or smart at the moment.
Yeah.
So perhaps in the meantime, you'd be so polite as to fill me in about this heartbreak killer?
They cover utilities with the rock you live under.
Is there a problem?
You're seriously not familiar with HK?
Hello Kitty? Never heard of him.
She's 3
I've heard
apples
it.
tall.
I've heard enough of him for a lifetime. That name has been plastered all over the city for weeks. Their crimes wavering between breaking news and urban legend. Their presumed goals flip-flopping from unadulterated anarchy to unappreciated vigilantism. At the I'm getting more vibrant. I'm getting deep fried. At street corners, in the media, on the net. Everyone's indulging in the exact kind of armchair detective speculation that I can't stand. But right now, I need to figure out exactly how much the police do or don't know. And when it comes to cops, I always get better results playing dumb than I do acting smart.
True.
I take it he's a repeat offender?
Was it the killer part that tipped you off?
You must have heard at least about his MO. Maybe he's gone crazy with it.
Along with everything else, everyone else.
One bullet straight through the heart. Body left alone where it falls.
Hence the name Heartbreak.
We got a new phone thing.
Whoa!
Likes
This guy's
killing.
epic.
Dislikes getting caught. Probably red. Probably not into astrology. Cool. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Bad at games of chance. Okay. Okay. Small
Right.
planes.
Automotive history.
It's interesting. Bangs.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. After hours work messages, same.
Not exactly creative, but amidst the swirl of every other 100-word article out there, catchiness trumps originality.
What you won't read about online is that all 6 of HK's victims were shot by the same gun. Without even needing to reload.
Horrible to say, I know, but 6 for 6? That's pretty good shooting, isn't it?
Hitting the bullseye at the shooting range is good shooting. Doing it 6 times in a row is great. But shooting 6 people with accuracy like that
It's a whole different beast.
takes a certain kind of monster, a real freak. His pulse probably didn't even rise.
I see.
I see.
I see. Sounds
awesome.
robotic.
I kind of want to say sounds robotic too, so I think we'll do that.
Yeah, sure.
You almost make him sound like a machine. Is it possible that...
No, it is not. There's no such thing as killer robots, madam.
Of course, my mistake. So all those androids marching in the military, those robots patrolling in police uniforms, those drones dropping firebombs from the sky. I guess they're all firing blanks.
Fair enough. Machines can kill, and they have been for decades. But they don't commit murder.
Right.
Evil like Heartbreak is all organic. It's raw.
Passion. Passionate.
That's a pretty terrifying thought. I should really start paying more attention to the news. How I managed to miss 6 murders.
How I managed to mix 6 murders. Well, you can only blame yourself for missing 5.
Pardon?
You're still not getting it? HK's 6th victim was found a few hours ago. When we caught the son of a bitch red-handed.
So you're convinced that my client is the heartbreak killer, and tonight was just his latest crime? That's a serious accusation, with very serious consequences. I take it you have serious evidence to back that up?
I was being literal, counselor. Red-handed. When we found your client, he was covered in her blood.
Whoa.
Well, that's not good, is it? What you say certainly sounds compelling.
Is that lawyer talk for open and shut?
But even if that's the case, how does one crime scene make him look good for 6 murders?
It's all there in the discovery files. And the arcs, of course.
Don't mind if I do.
It's a new term, you might want to look it up.
Augmented reality.
Augmented reality crime scene is an investigative tool in which data harvested by the sensors worn on first responders is used to reconstruct a digital copy of a pristine crime scene. Programmed and distributed by a small number of tech corporations and frequently modified or even personalized by local municipalities, ARC systems are used by every major police force, most insurance investigators, and many law firms, etc., etc.
Okay, so...
It was regularly edited by corrupt officials.
Okay.
Join the local net on your phone, and we'll turn over everything you need.
I'll bet. Thanks for that, detective. I'll be sure to read it over. But if it's all the same, could I ask you some questions while I've got you here?
The hell kind of attorney wants to interrogate the detectives?
This kind of attorney. You're just that pleasant.
Come on, sunshine. Not like we're gonna be punching out anytime soon, right?
Whatever. Let your client stew in interrogation all night for all I care.
You mean the counseling quarters?
At your disposal, counselor. Bonk, bonk.
Barren, stark, and uninviting. This must be Ray's desk. Keeping your workstation neat and tidy is admirable, but I can't spot a single mote of personalization.
Moat.
Moat! Is she so new she hasn't had time to unpack? Or is she really that uptight and boring?
Look how wet the table is.
Ew.
That's the future, baby.
Sopping.
Looks like someone was sucking on this table. Wolf, maybe. You shouldn't have cleaned up so much just for little old me, Detective London. What? It really does look wet. Someone really needs to introduce this guy to a filing system. Or even just some paper towels. Paper documents scattered about lazily alongside actual photographs. Either he's really old-fashioned or really paranoid about data leaks. Doesn't look like the paranoid type. Well, orderliness aside, some things are better in paper, I'll give him that. Like water. Loose wires, missing panels, an aircon system that probably sweats more than the people it's supposed to cool. No room in the budget for making the office not look like shit, huh? I expected to find a lot of belt tightening at Homicide, but I didn't think their operation would be this bare bones. They've got a stunning clearance rate and they work fast. Guess the city sees that and just assumes their job is easy. Maybe their job is easy. What with our dear doting surveillance state eliminating so much of the footwork. But if your wheels don't squeak, you don't get your palms greased.
So true.
Okay.
So homicide ends up as the only state department with a shrinking budget. A dumping grounds for the police force's most unambitious and least popular.
Anything else I can think of?
Awesome. I love these losers.
Yeah. We're reading.
Oh,
Go ahead, Lily.
Okay. Latest Noble androids receive warm welcome, bolstered by a strong earnings report and surging sales of the Animate 16. Noble Electronics stock rose a stunning 3% this week to a new record high. While Noble's latest iteration has yet to surpass the sheer popularity of its predecessors, an increased profit margin has left Noble's shareholders very enthused. Many investors were skeptical when, at their now infamous 2084 trade convention, Noble announced that the 16th line would be the first generation of androids to feature over 50% organic components.
Oh, man.
So-called warm androids, which at the time only saw demand in the health, senior, and childcare sectors, were looked down upon as impractical due to increased maintenance costs, cuts, scratches, bruises, and the like. And while some critics voiced concerns that fringe religious or traditionalist groups might find warm androids controversial, more business-focused minds feared that Noble was alienating its customers in the industrial and military sectors in order to cater to civilian consumers, users that viewed their androids from across the room and not from above the factory floor. So viewing them like people and not robots. However, as has often been the case in the last decade, Noble's doubters were proven wrong. The Animate 16 is poised to break profitability records with no signs of slowing down, so it's doing well. Next 3 to 5 years, as described in the earnings report, which seems indeed the success of androids in general community. Lead programmer David Asher, so he's the one that did this. Okay. Hey fam, looks like you're not logged into this device. Want to put in your account info so we can help you keep reading? No.
While his reputation was on full display at the event, Dr. Asher himself was nowhere to be seen.
So
That's all they mentioned.
He's reclusive, yeah.
So he was busy shooting 6 people with extreme accuracy.
Oh shit! Nowhere to be seen. He's always been reclusive, but he's become a genuine hermit in the recent years. We really believe he's still, yeah. Important name, I guess.
But this heartbeat killer could have just been a robo
Yeah.
or something.
Warm body. With Nicholas Holt.
He's in the news again. Popcorn Logan.
It's no wonder. Can't spit without it landing on a piece of noble tech these days. Especially not where the state's involved. I don't know if they'll bite when it comes to warm androids, though. For government use, they're just... for government use,
Too frail.
they're,
Because they bruise.
right. All androids undergo wear and tear, especially if they're directing traffic or suppressing crowds. Awesome. So if these warm androids bleed pink all over themselves, oh shit. They bleed in Danganronpa all over themselves every time they take a rock to the cheek. It's just an endless stream of bad photo ops waiting to happen. Okay. Nothing else jumps out at me around here. I've got a better idea of who I'm dealing with, at least. Now I need to check out the crime scene data. I should have been sent a link.
You've been granted access to state files regarding case KL433511. Reply C to confirm. That's not what I said. You need to reply C in order to confirm.
Am I talking to a person?
I'm an automated dependent.
Ads are usually more polite.
Our personalities are tailored to suit our users' preferences.
And the state likes you to be a little authoritarian.
You need to reply C.
See?
it's case sensitive.
See.
Thank you.
Alright, if I project from my phone... This game's awesome.
Hell yeah. Whoa.
Whoa, tank and romper. Hello? Alright, let's see what the police have, let's see what the police have, and what they think is important. Well, yeah, it seems like this vase got tossed aside at some point. And yet there's not a scratch on it. Must be pretty damn durable. Isn't art supposed to be delicate? Maybe it's making a statement. The victim's body. Cause of death. Ballistic trauma. Class 4 blood loss. Atrium and aorta. Single gunshot wound to the heart. In brief. Death was instantaneous. No injuries anywhere else. And no blood or skin under her nails. Blood splatter, forensics, and all that other good stuff tells them that she was shot from there. So the killer was standing in the doorway when they fired. A stand-up mirror, shattered and knocked over. Real glass, no screens or cameras here. It was hit hard enough to come unattached from its arm. All shards of glass were scattered, far enough to land on the victim's body. What a mess. And the murder weapon. A revolver found right next to the body. 6 empty casings found in each of the 6 chambers, meaning the gun's been fired 6 times. Looks like the crime scene techs practically disassembled the damn thing. But all they found were fingerprints belonging to my client. So he was found by the police with the murder weapon right in front of the body. I don't even know where to start. Hardly prejudicial would be an understatement. That's all, folks. That's all the big ticket items. What about the security? Looks like the apartment was unlocked all night. It's not uncommon for people their age in a neighborhood like this. But no signs of forced entry only hurts my client's case. And what about the rest of the room? There's not much else flagged here. Just a lounge chair that got thrown and whatever that is. Unidentified ceramic debris? Flag is irrelevant. That's the technical assessment? Guess even the crime scene techs weren't sure what to make of it. Okay. That's everything that the police highlighted. But did I miss anything?
I want to look.
There's that little circle behind the screen. I don't know if that's important.
What? You mean? What do you mean?
In the bottom right hand over there.
Oh, the clock.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
No. Press control to auto-find?
Oh.
Control to auto. Hello?
Whoa. Something in the victim's hand? How the hell did... That's just a pillow organizer. Looks like some immune adjusters, NSAIDs, and triprexazone, a synthetic glucocorticoid medication. Taken daily to reduce rejection symptoms like phantom pain and generalized itch. The autopsy said her tox screen was clear, but it's not like it matters. She could have swallowed every medicine cabinet in the city and it still wouldn't change the cause of death. It's odd, but ultimately irrelevant.
For now.
Everything else here is all very incriminating, but the kicker is everything that's not here. Now out-of-place DNA, footprints, crumbs. Nothing that points towards anyone except my client. Well, I've done more with less before. But not much more. Really gonna have to sing for my supper this time. Better get started. Who the hell's messaging me at this time of night?
Hello? Oh, okay, so this is where our autopsy report, okay. Some handiwork as previous confirmed list match 2. Okay. Debris. Okay, flag is irrelevant. Oh, that's the backlog. I thought somebody was... Okay. I thought we had to check our phone for messages. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. First person who comes to mind is... I suppose it could be something important. Alright, Brett.
Doug, do you want to be up?
Red.
What couldn't wait until morning?
Good news, of course. Got a job for you.
That's a pretty cheery way to tell me I violated parole.
Lol, not that kind of job. Besides, I've been covering my tracks. This is something different. Kind of thing I can't handle with just a keyboard and a phishing scheme. I need you to sue my gym teacher.
Not that kind of lawyer, sorry.
Hey, at least let me finish.
What did they do?
Make me run laps.
Not illegal.
Let me finish. They made me run laps. Even though I said I had a stomach ache.
Said.
Gotta be like youth endangerment. Depraved indifference or some kind of shit.
Sounds like you've already got a strong case. Try self-representing this time.
What's with the blow-off?
Nice phrasing.
Oh wow, I'm laughing so hard, RN. See?
Is that your mugshot?
I wasn't gonna not get a copy of my mugshot.
Using your mugshot as a reaction image is so good.
Use it as a reaction.
Yeah. Glad you found a use case. But I'm working right now, so...
Anything cool?
Homicide.
Oh, cringe. Wait, what kind of homicide? Is it hypocrite?
Is that the kind of morbid thing kids your age talk about?
Teens my age, and yeah, we can read. Compared to the corrupt shit in the headlines. Old-fashioned murder like Hardy B is like quaint.
It's not a heartbreak.
Then why'd you take the job, lol? You see the 98% conviction rate as a challenge or something? You taking up lost cause probe nose work?
It's pro bono.
That was autocorrect.
You know you give lit homework for a reason, right?
This is borderline concerned nagging. Maybe you really are a bleeding heart. Or just a sucker.
Brat is awesome. I'm not. Okay.
Nice phrasing, lol.
You should go to bed, friend.
Tomorrow's Sunday, I can stay up if I want.
Tomorrow is Sunday. Because today is Saturday.
What's with the carpe diem shit?
It's nearly 4 a.m., kid. You've got school in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Repeat offenders may be good for business. But that kid's bad for my blood pressure.
Important text message, I take it.
Just a typical teenage drama. So then, right now I think Lily has to be London. It's the only combination
Okay.
I've done yet. If you wouldn't mind filling me in on a few details. Ah, you've unlocked androids and cops.
Details.
So how about the basics? What exactly has my client been charged with?
Your client, or your your client, Carlos Barker Flat, was arrested on the scene at 9:50 p.m.
Using his middle name already? I really don't think he's a serial killer.
The charge being the first-degree murder of his girlfriend, a Miss Diane Dawn.
First degree? It's,
Increasingly rare.
to say the least.
It's rare for us to get handed anything but crimes of passion around here.
Awesome read, awesome read.
City's got damn near more cameras than people. So you gotta be really, really stupid to try and get away with murder.
Well, that break's gotten away with it 6 times. So what's that make him?
5 times, and that makes him insane.
I was gonna go with extraordinary.
Let's split the difference and say he's extraordinarily insane. But odd jobs like that aren't renowned for their ability to think ahead. So what makes you think this was premeditated?
How about the fact that he stalked and killed 5 other women as a warm-up?
A warm-up?
5 previous bullets, 5 previous victims. None of them knew each other, lived near each other, worked in the same fields. Weeks of digital autopsies crawling up and down their online profiles. Nothing.
So this serial chiller, more like. So the serial killer chose his victims at random? If they have nothing in common.
Yeah, nothing in common at all. Other than that they all look like cousins.
What the hell? Eh?
The physical similarities are striking. All 5 prior victims were young women with brown hair and eyes, about the same height, comparable weight.
Well, those features aren't exactly uncommon. I'm gonna be.
A coincidence?
I think not!
If you really believe that, you should quit your job and start buying lotto tickets. HK's got himself a type. Anyone can see that. You really gonna try and tell me you don't see the resemblance?
A young woman. Brown hair, brown eyes. Can't tell how tall she is from a portrait, but I can take the hint. So you think, what, exactly? That Carlos Flat wanted to kill his girlfriend so badly he went out and shot 5 other women first?
Hey, if the shoe fits.
I don't understand, because they said, oh, you see this picture, don't they all look alike? And they only showed us one picture.
I assume that's like a limitation of art. Like they didn't draw 5 of them.
Do we know what our victim looks like?
I was trying to see,
I guess
but
that's it.
no, this is our charge, or what is it? The client. We also have 17 coins. Nice.
Yes.
But no, I don't think we see her. Okay. Did you already say that line, Doug?
Yeah.
If the shoe fits.
Then you put the shoe on the...
Hmm?
What sunshine means is that it's not uncommon for killers to displace their violence from people close to them onto outlets with fewer consequences.
Drifters, loners, strangers, workers.
He was probably building up the nerve for tonight by first practicing on these other similar women.
Or he's just so far gone that he can't tell the difference anymore.
Hey, it's not the worst theory in the world, but it doesn't fit. They want to claim that those previous victims were practice runs, dress rehearsals for tonight's main event. But if that were the case, there'd have been signs of hesitation, knives. There'd have been mistakes. On top of which, guns are impersonal. Execution shots even more so.
Impersonal.
Impersonal. There's no sadism or hatred or intimacy in a single bullet to the heart. Killing your girlfriend or her lookalikes usually is, if nothing else, A lot less sterile, if you ask me.
What?
That was scary. What the fuck?
It's genocide route.
Ugh!
Popcorn Lily.
I saw the time of death was 9 p.m. on the autopsy, but do you have a timeline for the rest of the night's events?
Can't trust much of what comes out of his mouth. But we've managed, thanks to less biased sources.
And we're pretty confident about what we've been able to piece together from their statements.
Oh, Ringo, stop.
Oh, Ringo.
Go.
Gal.
Gal? So they interviewed witnesses? Sounds eerily similar to real police work.
The suspect and his girlfriend were arguing loudly with one another starting around 8 p.m. Look at my super cool eye. I took my eye patch off.
What the hell?
Oh, she did.
Fucking augmented.
Neighbors were very clear about that part. Couldn't wait to tell us about the happy couple's domestic problems.
Everyone in the building knew they'd been fighting for weeks.
As you probably gathered from what you saw in the arcs, there was a struggle. Furniture turned over, glass shattered. Shattered. But things got quiet sometime before 9 p.m. And then there's a gunshot.
Scrubbers are still scrubbing, looking for audio from the area to get a timestamp. But we heard from enough concerned citizens to be pretty damn sure about the time.
Right. Emergency services got a burst of calls from the block shortly after 9 p.m.
Thanks, Ringo.
No problem, George. No one seemed to recognize the sound for what it was. But the silence that followed was pretty universally alarming.
After a death? Yeah, I bet.
Officers arrived on the scene at 9:08 p.m., establish a perimeter, enter through the open front door at 9:10 p.m., and then they find your client crouched over his dead girlfriend, his hand covered in her blood, at which point they moved to secure the scene and the suspect.
Sorry, did you say his hand? Singular?
Your client's modded cybernetic right arm.
Just some terms. Okay, we got net scrubbing, first of the province going on. That's, I feel like, pretty self-explanatory. Digital autopsies, locating, bypassing authentication, investigating. All
You check your Twitter feed.
What is IoT? Internet of Things.
Internet of Things? That exists in this world.
Okay, it's just called the internet, though. But
No. Internet of Things is like when all your devices are hooked up to the internet, like your fridge is connected to the internet and your washing machine is connected to the internet.
Oh, okay.
Jordan told me about one of her students has a Bluetooth crock pot.
What the fuck?
I want a crock pot that talks, actually. That would be really funny.
A talk pot?
A talk pot, yeah.
AI cat pot.
Oh, this is the victim. Okay, so she showed us a picture of the victim and no other photos. Okay.
The art style's really good.
I really like it, yeah.
Yeah, I like it too.
Well, I thought, because that usually when it's purple, they add it in to the terms.
Maybe that mods.
Oh.
Like in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, body mods.
Can you return mods? Can you undo mod surgery? Test reviewed neural implants 2086. Okay. How modded are we talking about here?
Registered with a HAL 85 Habilis. Industrial grade, looks like. Says he's spec'd for dexterous manipulation of up to Class 4 KPA, which means a minimum grip strength of... Well, basically, he could crush your neck without even gritting his teeth.
Oh.
Considering a career change?
Oh.
No, it's not that. It's just... Your eye must be very sensitive for you to put the patch back on each time. And here I thought you just had a 14-year-old sense of fashion.
I love her, like, Kingdom Hearts belts on her pants. Like, it's so
Yes.
fun.
Hell yeah.
You think a cop would cover up her dominant eye because it was fashionable? Fashionable.
I actually thought the same thing the first time we met.
You what?
But getting back on track, that arm of his has been in the shop for some time now. He can't work without it. Money got tight.
The arguing?
Yeah.
When did he put his arm in for repairs?
8 days before HK's first victim was killed.
Well, no chance they'll be willing to chalk that up to coincidence. Sorry, chalk.
Shut the fuck up!
Your client was arrested on the scene after a preliminary scan found his fingerprints on the revolver. And no one else's.
A revolver? What kind?
The old kind. The real old kind.
More specifically, a Calver M54, 6-chambered, 10mm.
Calver? How retro.
You don't know the half of it. We're talking steel chamber, real gunpowder, mechanical firing pin,
I want to hear about the fake gunpowder.
and no tags.
No,
No
tags.
tags.
How is that? Just how old are we talking here?
Yeah, 24/7 location data, timestamp trigger pulls, safeties coded to owner biometrics. For the past 3 decades, tags have made shooting crimes very unambiguous.
So you're claiming my client used some kind of antique to commit these crimes?
How else do you think he'd have gotten away with this 5 other times? If he tried to buy a gun legit, he'd probably fail the very first psych check. And even jailbroken pieces are only good for so long before update withdrawal sets in.
So then, M54, that's
Model year 2054.
a 30-year-old gun. Well, that sure complicates things, doesn't it?
She's
In
funny.
some ways, sure. The gun's almost as old as me, but pre-tagging firearms are rare. Gotta be less than 1,000 of them left in the whole country, and fewer still compatible bullets.
The ammunition would have to be over 30 years old too. Years old too.
Yes, make her Italian. The novelty of his weapon has kept us in the dark so far. But now that we have our hands on it, it's gonna put him away for good.
Archive department complained loud as hell about how deep they had to dig. But with the protocols they found, the techs were able to match the rifling marks on all 6 bullets to the gun your client was found with.
Mamma mia, rifling marks.
Yes, this is Phoenix Wright.
Bullets fired from guns that old are marked by the barrel's shape.
So if all 6 bullets had the same rifling marks,
We know that they were all fired by the same gun.
It's not as plug and play as tags are, but it's equally precise science, I assure you. And if that's not damning enough, the spent casings from the other 5 shootings were still in the chamber.
without even needing to reload.
The Calver your client was found with is the gun HK used to kill 6 women. No way to lawyer around that.
An untagged gun. Just being anywhere near a weapon like that could warrant your arrest. Being found by the police over a dead body with an untagged gun used at 5 other crime scenes is just... To summarize then, you believe that my client fought verbally, then physically with his girlfriend, and then he retrieved his weapon, and this weapon, and shot her.
Yeah, pretty much.
How did he look when the officers found him?
Guilty.
How was his affect?
Quiet. Detached. Stiff.
Not exactly the picture of a grieving partner.
That reaction may have lost him points with the cops, but beyond that, people react to loss in all kinds of unusual ways. And so long as the police are suspicious of you, there's no right way to grieve. Checking my phone here, and I have to say, you've done a pretty admirable job keeping the details of HK's crimes a secret. The less reputable sites are doing some real journalistic acrobats trying to piece together a story.
Raise.
Doug?
Look,
That's
crazy,
me.
yeah.
Is it time to switch? It doesn't help that
sorry.
he's outlined in green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Top 11 theories on who hurt HK was a real weighty read.
Not just journalists, though. All kinds have been emboldened. The freaks that HK's managed to bring out of the woodwork in just a few weeks.
Can you blame them, though? I mean, he's a genuine serial killer. Repeat offenders in general are an endangered species, but he's gotten away with.
We know what he's gotten away with.
Take a look around us, Detective. National DNA Registry is robust enough that cases never go cold. Cameras on every street, a phone on every citizen. Violent crime at an all-time low and clearance rates at an all-time highs.
But you're gonna spout some alt-pol bullshit about an invasion of privacy?
No, I'm not. People are safer now than at any other time in history, detectives. So when someone like Heartbreak does come along...
Good point.
Lynn's trying to look like he can laugh it off, but pressure from the higher-ups must be reaching its peak. They want, maybe need, to see someone charged. And that makes them predictable.
Yeah, well, even if there's nothing standard about HK, Department SOP still dictates we starve the media for case details.
That way, when we do feed them, they're grateful for whatever scraps they get.
But we can't take all the credit this time around. Homicide's tight-knit and tight-lipped, but it's not like there's much information as to leak in the first place.
And why is that?
Because none of the shootings were caught on the opt-in crime surveillance system.
How is that even possible? I know that there are some rough areas in the lower wards, but Optics is watching every other street in the entire city. Saying you haven't seen this killer on camera once?
You'd think we'd have let him kill 6 people if we did.
I understand your concern, ma'am, but optics is only what it says in the name. Private surveillance system signing up to feed into the state's security network. It's not perfect, just another one of the many public safety tools in our belt.
It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to help us solve crimes. Or at least act as a deterrent.
One would hope so. Fat chance. Deterrents are for war rooms and board meetings. Anyone crazy or desperate enough to commit a crime in a city like this couldn't care less about anything as vague as the consequences of their actions.
It's like a safety blanket, one with very few holes left in it. But it does have holes. Patching up those remaining holes takes effort, and that usually means rebooting the system. There's all kinds of technical details and digital bureaucracy involved. But the end result is that there are occasional, localized blackouts. And the math used to schedule them is not impossible to predict.
I see.
But those windows of opportunity are small and short. Taking advantage of them requires specific knowledge. You'd need to be involved in law enforcement and pub data or city planning.
They'd have mentioned it if my client was a cop, and he wouldn't have needed a public defender either. This file says he's modded for heavy mass manipulation, not tech interfacing, so that just leaves city planning. So does he work for construction for the city?
HK's only ever struck at times and locations where optics would be down. Even with the devil's own luck, it can't possibly be coincidence.
The
Wait.
devil?
So you're
The
saying
devil.
when this woman was killed,
Yeah. There was a blackout from around 8 to 9 tonight. Right on schedule, so to speak. And it included the area surrounding the victim's apartment.
well, what about DNA from the other crime scenes? Was my client a match?
There's been no blood, no saliva, no suspect DNA at any of the crime scenes.
No footage and no forensics?
Also, no motives, tampering, or witnesses. It's been like hunting a damn ghost. We didn't even have a murder weapon.
Till now.
Finally, lucky break for the boys in blue.
Or green and yellow. Scanners, cams, drones, forensics. No matter how you dress it up with tech, all detective work relies on one basic assumption. People make mistakes. But HK's the kind of monster who doesn't make mistakes. Only reason we even caught him tonight was because he finished what he had set out to do all along.
So was my client on the list of suspects before tonight?
Aren't you listening? There was no list of suspects.
We questioned some X's, a few CIs, someone even spoke to one or two unlisted at some point. Nothing came of it. There was talk about starting on some kind of psych eval or something, but I never expected much to come of that. There's just not enough there to work with.
In other words, the only thing they have, the only thing they could have, to link my client to those killings is the murder weapon. If I can jostle that keystone, then the rest of their case should start to come loose as well. Give me the androids and the cops! By the way, I couldn't help but notice that you're light on staff.
It's 3 in the morning. Were you expecting a parade?
I thought there'd at least be a few androids around.
Not many androids in any police station this week. Not while the brass is renegotiating contracts.
Contracts with Noble?
Good guess.
Hardly. They're the biggest.
Hardly. They're the biggest robotics corp there is. Could spend all day in Center City without leaving their office's shadow.
Yes, we're very fortunate to have them headquartered here.
Saves us money on shipping at least. But these talks never last that long. I'm sure they'll be back to writing checks for Noble ads by the end of the month.
Even with Noble pushing those warm androids?
Here's some chips.
Warm. Ugh. Might as well call it the adult line.
Me when I get chips.
Might see him in the bigger departments or out on patrol, but not around these offices. Warm or cold, there's no such thing as an android detective. Yet.
Nick Valentine, Fallout 4.
Yeah, really, or any day now. I feel like this one's less, it's more like probing, whereas this one is like, any day now, am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
Yet? You really think that'll happen?
We already use ads for patrolling, securing the scene, pacifying crowds. Doesn't seem like that big a stretch to me.
You're joking, right? Android detectives? Some sort of RoboCop? With all the pain we go through getting witnesses to talk to us?
With your warm personality? I can't imagine.
A cop knocks on your door, starts asking questions, you're gonna be put in a bad mood. An ad knocks on your door, calls you a degenerate criminal in a synthesized voice loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear. You're gonna start posting shit that'll get you put on a list.
Well, we certainly don't want that. But flesh and blood witnesses are becoming less and less common anyway. Cameras, sensors, satellites. We already get all our facts from machines. Give it a few more years, it might make sense to let machines do the investigating too.
The union would. The police union wouldn't let that happen.
Needing the stuff specified. It's the only real union there is, anyway.
Hell yeah, labor.
Oh, Thanks for the chat, detectives. I think I understand the background well enough now. Candidly, I did see the same strokes you do, and the picture it paints isn't pleasant. But even so, it seems a bit unrefined to be brought up before a judge, don't you think?
Hey, it's only our job to catch the bastard. The DA is the one who gets the conviction. His name's Edworth. Besides, we're not exactly gonna have to work hard to convince anyone of his guilt.
Oh, okay. Is the DA hot, by the way?
He's so sexy. You wouldn't believe it.
Does he have, like, a really good, like, cravat?
He wags his finger really hard.
He just learned how to wiggle his finger.
Does he talk with a sort of precocious accent and says
Well, he'll
words
have to.
incorrectly?
Sounds like he's maybe from New Jersey or something.
And why is that?
Because we found a handwritten confession at his desk, idiot.
Well, that's, unexpected. I'm sorry, you're now telling me that he wrote a confession? Has it been verified?
Not yet. We have to muscle past everyone in fraud and disinfo to get to the front of that line.
Why bother? The note's covered in his fingerprints.
There's a copy in the discovery data, but I should warn you, it doesn't exactly make for light reading.
I'll have to manage somehow. I need to see this confession for myself. Uh-oh. Okay, who wants to be the sad boyfriend?
Doug!
Sorry for everything. Can't say it enough. Didn't mean to hurt you or do what I did. Did not want any of it to happen. Can't stay in control when I get mad. When I'm not in control, I hurt people without meaning to. Wish I hadn't broken them. Didn't mean to at first, but I was hurting. Wanted you to hurt too, but I didn't want to hurt you. Words aren't enough. I know that now. I'll take responsibility and do what I've been avoiding. Please forgive me.
Okay, really quick. Sick is like used in like reporting and stuff.
Oh, is it?
It's some Latin thing, but it just means like, hey, we know this is spelled wrong, but that's how it was presented in the original text.
Oh. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It doesn't mean he was like hiccuping.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I thought it was good. I liked it.
I mean, I think we should do that from now on, but
Yeah.
I figured you guys should probably know.
Like Max, get up. Galactic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that's actually how you pronounce the star.
That was difficult to read. Barely legible, in fact, especially with all the hiccuping.
Well, got a spin on that,
No need.
but it's a confession.
Not a confession that he signed, though, is it?
Not yet.
And not the one he intends to sign anytime soon, considering that he asked for representation.
Yeah, the most wanted man in the city asked for a lawyer and got you. Guess you're both lucky.
Hardly! I just happened to be awake when the call went out. But I'm not so flush with work that I can afford to turn tail now. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to go and speak with my client. What? He's not still handcuffed in there, is he?
Look, counselor, with all due respect, we have strong evidence pointing to that man being responsible for 6 murders. 2 hours or so in cuffs isn't cruel or unusual. And that's for your safety as well.
It's kind of you to worry, but I doubt I'll be in any danger.
He's killed 6 women.
None of them were redheads!
She's so funny. Ugh.
Seriously, though, I'd like to speak with him alone now. Camera's off, if you don't mind.
Mike's on or off is your call, counselor. But we'll be watching the feed from right outside in case anything happens. And the cuff, that is, stays on.
That worried about me? How chivalrous.
Yeah, my armor's practically blinding.
Gross. I'll start at the unlock cycle.
Counselor, just one last word of advice. If you have any interest in his well-being, I'd suggest you help him sign that confession.
Not a bad idea. I do get paid either way. But the part of defense attorney isn't just for show, detective.
I mean it. 6 people dead is one thing, but he's also caused weeks of widespread terror and public unrest. Putting it another way, he's made the state look bad. That's a capital crime if there ever was one. And even if the death penalty's not actually on the table these days, I can guarantee he's not gonna like whatever rehabilitation plan they draw up for him. Look, I've seen the virtual work release program in person, and it's...
Being challenged before the Supreme Court.
Ooh, I have a guess what that is, but can we check?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What?
That's so cool.
God damn it.
My guess is virtual work release. Your body's in prison, but they put you in like VR.
Oh my god. That would be so fucking
Oh.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it.
You didn't
Yeah,
make it.
sometime in the next decade, maybe. Just remember, a plea deal might feel like a loss for you, but if it keeps him from, well, that's probably a win for your client, right?
Mental hell. Prison sentences
Yeah.
are generally lighter for those who plead guilty. That much is true. Saves the courts a great deal of time and money, and they show their gratitude with reduced sentencing. But no one will ever be grateful towards the heartbreak killer. Anyone convicted for killing 6 people, they'll never rest their mind another day in their life. Hello?
It's Dewey. Holy. They didn't tell me it was hot.
You into that? Who wants to be
Are you
pathetic? Who wants to be pathetic? You know, I said pathetic and I'm immediately imagining what's his face now.
Ron DeLay.
Yeah, Ron DeLay. Listen to me!
We could get a couple bars in as Ron DeLay.
Alright, who was last to be Morgan before me?
I was before you. Do you want to go, Doug?
Sure. It's depressing as hell in here. They need to
Damn.
liven this place up.
Oh, okay!
Damn, that's the key art.
Okay, Shardy. I didn't mean to say Shardy. I meant to say
Shardy.
Shardy.
I'm Shardy.
Ugh.
Carlos Flat, right? Hope you don't mind if I get comfortable and hit the key art. We've got a lot to cover. But this shouldn't take all night.
What are you? Look, I already told you people. I didn't.
I'm not a cop, Carlos. Furthest thing from it. I'm a lawyer. Your lawyer, in fact. And I'm here to help you.
Yeah, well, they said that too. All of them did. Back there, in here, kept repeating it the whole ride over. They said that they were gonna help me, that they knew this was all a mistake. Then they said that I killed. Acting like they were on my side, and they thought I could've...
It's not their job to help you, Carlos. But it is mine. And I am here now. He's still in shock.
I forgot green was also her. I need more information, but if I approach this the wrong way, he'll just clam up even more. I'm sure you're exhausted. It's probably difficult to think, let alone speak. But I'd like you to try and answer a few questions.
The police already...
Questioned you, I'm sure. But they were treating you as a suspect, not as a client.
Okay. So, what do you want to know?
About you. Let's start simple. Something mundane, grounded, rote. I'd like to know a bit more about you first, Carlos. Something like, what line of work are you in?
I'm with city engineering. Or I was, or I should be.
As I thought, the police must be convinced he mapped the optics blackouts using data he stole from work.
My arm, I got it slotted for the job. And,
Carlos, I'm gonna need more than that. But what do I know? He works in city engineering, not a desk job. Ray's said he was modded for work, and that arm must be in custody at the moment, but based on his shoulder, it'd have to be pretty...
utilitarian, I would say.
Yeah.
I think so.
Utilitarian, yeah. He doesn't strike me as the type who's enamored with the aesthetics of modding. The young and the restless and the rich, swapping in neon and chrome limbs, 'cause they like the way it looks. Or the way it makes other people start looking at them. No, he's pragmatic, grounded, and very unlucky. In which case, I should be too. You know, my brother wanted to mod.
Really?
Really? I don't even have a brother. He had everything planned out, the whole career path of promotions and bonuses and the upgrades they'd afford him. Then came his 18th birthday present. Test results politely informing him that he's not a viable candidate.
That sucks.
I think he felt relieved, actually. Seemed like it was a weight off his chest. Like he was glad that he didn't have to choose. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think it does. I always figured if I'd start at all, I'd start small. A hand or an eye, test the water. Never thought about lobbing my whole damn arm off, but the recruiter was enthusiastic. He said, because of the NCDA, there was financial aid and resources. Of course, that got shit canned, so now me and every other modder is royally screwed. Couldn't even let me keep the tax credit.
It's crazy. I feel like I'd be way more willing to give up an arm than an eye.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
The new Citizens with Disabilities Act was amended, not repealed. But I doubt he'd appreciate the distinction at the moment.
Now look at the tighter spaces, the high volt environments, mostly canopy upkeep. Typical stuff for modders, you know?
He's speaking freely now. Don't need to do much more than repeat his words back to him to keep him talking. But the right word choice here or there can still make a difference. You work on the canopy? You must be...
Surely the one that was unlocked, right?
You must be under a lot of pressure now that the subways are cordoned off.
Damn straight. This crap with wrong.
Yes.
Once word got out that the case against him was real, every desk job in the chain became terrified of their own shadow. All of them convinced that internal affairs could come knocking if they misplaced so much as a paperclip. Everything by the book means no room for compromise, no room for problem solving.
No room for engineering?
Yeah. And no patience for screw-ups.
He's trying very hard to not look at his shoulder. Why aren't you wearing your prosthetic right now, Carlos?
Yeah, that. Sorry, I got distracted because I don't know if you saw the circle in the corner, but it changed when the song did, and it said the name of the song. I thought that
It
was
showed
cool.
the song title. I saw it earlier. It's cool.
Yeah, that. Rejection issues starting last month. A lot of sleepless nights.
Rejection? Did the therapy not take?
It's not like that. I wasn't oozing pus out of my sockets or anything.
Then, do these rejection issues have anything to do with your scars?
Not in the way you're thinking.
Eh?
I'm right-handed.
So those cuts on his face are just from shaving?
Never thought this would go on for so long. I'd have to relearn how to do everything. I mean, the problem started small, trembling, but then spasms. Just oversensitivity, they said. An easy fix.
But the problem got bigger?
Couldn't let it get that far. You need to be able to trust your own hands when you're on the job site. Drop a cutter at the wrong moment, and people could get hurt. So I sat down, made an appointment, turned to my arm, and watched my case get placed at the back of that damn line.
Where did you turn it in?
Some mass turnaround chop shop with a waiting place, like you wouldn't believe.
Doesn't sound like you're a happy customer.
Hell no! Found a dozen other clinics with shorter wait times. As long as I'm renting and not owning.
The manufacturer decides where your arm gets maintenance.
And that's why I'm sitting here with this expensive ass stump for a shoulder. I haven't been able to work in weeks. Bosses who are generous enough to say my position might still be there when I've got 2 working arms again.
You couldn't buy or rent a replacement yourself just in the meantime?
I serve at the pleasure of the state. We've got exclusivity contracts with Hindi, all locked up white knuckle tight.
Hindi? How Industries?
I don't know who that is. I want to look at it. Oh.
I do get that.
Okay. So it didn't really give us much.
They're prosthetics guys. That's about it.
Okay.
Or like the Apple of prosthetics, it seems like. As I recall, he'd registered with one of their Habilis models. Models.
Habilis. Popcorn Logan for flat.
If I took one step on site with uninsured tech, forget the fines. I'd lose the down payment and my arm. And I'd never work in the city again. If this was last quarter, maybe I could have worked something out with management, but like I said, no one's sticking their neck out for anyone now that longs deep in hot shit.
You mentioned discomfort. Are you in pain?
Pain'll come and go. It's the itches that'll kill you. And the phantoms come back pretty fast when I don't have anything. Arm-shaped, attached to me.
Didn't they give you something to, well, wear in the meantime? Something the clinics lend out for cases like this?
What they gave me is a deadweight 3-jointed landfill bait piece of shit! Sorry. It's just... It's a very shitty feeling, having a part of your body that you know they cut corners on.
It fits.
It's compatible. Technically. I can slot it in and feel on balance again. But the fingers don't even bend, and the quick twitch motors are way off. It's like walking around with your arm asleep or dead.
So you were wearing it when...
So
She died?
No, that's too traumatic.
You were arrested?
Yeah, let's avoid the issue.
Were you wearing it? Were you wearing it when you were arrested?
What are you talking about?
Where were you wearing? Were you?
Where were you when you were wearing it when you were arrested?
You got one of those mouth implants? Jesus. No, I wasn't. But I'm pretty sure I saw the police bagging it as evidence, so... Can't have gotten too far.
So Detective Reyes was being quite literal about how he was found. He had the victim's blood on his left arm only, because at the time in question, he didn't even have a right. No inconsistencies in the story so far, and he's opened up about as well as can be expected. But this has all just been a warm-up for the both of us.
Ooh.
Now comes the delicate part. Popcorn Lily.
Carlos, you and the victim were romantically involved. How long did you two know each other?
Right. Doug, did you want to try flat?
Sure. I known her since college.
Hell yeah.
Logan, did you want to take Morgan then?
Oh, no. Lily, you just started.
Well, yeah, but I was talking as flat for the longest time. You didn't get to really talk as flat.
Whatever, sure.
Okay.
We shared a few classes, some mutual friends.
We sharded in a few classes.
Always got along. Eventually, we just got together at some point. Guess I never actually asked her out the real formal way.
Boo.
Sounds pretty cowardly saying that out loud. Diane, she was in genetics. Focused her studies on agriculture.
Wait, real quick, really quick, show the picture.
It's beautiful. It always takes them a few tries to get...
No.
That's not me.
It always takes them a few tries to get them used to using past tense.
Just finished her post-grad work this year.
No, I liked him pathetic.
Got hired right out the gate. Practically headhunted. You believe that? Practically headhunted. Of course she was. Any company'd be lucky to have her. Unlike... It was a real ass job. Paid real ass money, too.
A real ass job.
A real ass job.
A Brazilian butt lift.
Paid real ass money, too.
Lift ass up and fart.
So her career was starting to pan out. Right as yours had fallen into the mother of all slumps. Where was she hired?
Pedigree? No. Peregree Laboratories. I say that like the name matters. The whole setup's under Harco's umbrella.
That doesn't narrow it down. The Harvest Corporation grows a third of the soybeans and corn in the entire country. One client that size, the lab wouldn't need any others. Now, no corporation ends the mega prefix without a little throat cutting, but Harco's about as tame as big business can get. Predictable like the seasons. No one's gonna buy that they had some lab tech murdered because of corporate greed. Had she adjusted well to her new job?
Yeah, they loved having her there.
She never mentioned arguments or disputes. Corporate politics getting rough?
I don't think so. Not like I've been a good listener lately.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. Keep moving.
What? I didn't hear you because I wasn't listening. But I never got the impression that she... Look, no one I know could do this to her. And there's nothing she could have done that would deserve what happened to her.
Yeah, it was a long shot hoping for a disgruntled character from a past to shift blame onto. But with no other suspects, I can't just reshuffle the detective's suspicions. I'll have to disprove their argument entirely. I can't just point at a witness and make them the new murderer like some sluts.
Well, that guy did it. Objection.
Thank you, Carlos. That was very helpful.
It was?
Now I'd like you to try and tell me whatever you can about what happened tonight.
Oh.
Start at the beginning and take your time. The details are important.
All right, Miss
Morgan,
I'll try, Morgan.
when you're ready.
We were arguing. We had been arguing a lot lately, arguing about stupid stuff. I haven't been working, haven't been making money, haven't been pulling my weight. I was mad at myself, but more than that, I was jealous of her. Jealous over nothing. Jealous over goddamn money.
The reports say you were arguing around 8 p.m.
8? Yeah, must have been when we started. We got into it and I said a lot of things that I shouldn't have. And I said one thing that I really, really shouldn't have. I crossed the line and we both knew it, so I left.
You left?
Yeah, walked out the front door. Thought some fresh air might help me cool off. Help me figure out what to say to make it up to her. Of course, the air wasn't fresh, just humid, thick like mud. While I was pissing away the time, Diane was...
Did you bring your phone with you or any other electronics?
No. I kind of stormed off, didn't even take my key fobs. Didn't even lock the door behind me.
With optics down, traffic and street level cameras won't help them. That leaves... Did you go through a checkpoint to talk to anyone with modded eyes? Did you buy anything? Cash or credit?
No, not even a vending machine.
Wait, Doug, what's funny?
I thought it was so I don't know how you said cash or credit. It just felt like the conversation turned into her being the cashier.
Did you want anything? Cash or credit?
Credit. Just scan my face.
Do you want any chips? I keep getting all these chips, you know.
More of a burritos guy. If I only like
damn
a couple
vending
of
machine,
burritos.
huh? I may have met my match. How can anyone be this unlucky? That's quite unfortunate.
I just wanted quiet at the time and a bag of Chex Mix with extra springs and gears. Wanted to wallow in it, really. Sorry if I don't have all the details straight. My head is... But if my exact route would help, the cams probably... What? What is it? The optics was what? Can that even happen?
And there's no other proof that you were out at the time Diane was killed. Meaning you've got no alibi.
This can't... Listen, I didn't do this. I couldn't...
Carlos, shut the fuck up. I'm the one poison you don't have to try and convince. After all, I'm your lawyer. So let's just get it all out there and see what we've got to work with.
Right.
Now, you said you left to clear your head. So what made you come back?
I came back because I heard a noise. A loud noise. Didn't know what it was. But it was loud, and it scared me. And it came from the direction of our apartment. I was walking back at first.
Did it sound like this? Blam!
Kind of. But at some point I must have started running, because when I got back I was so out of breath. And when I saw that, the front door was open. Something dropped in my chest and my lungs wouldn't.
You live on the first floor, right?
Yeah, first floor apartment, street facing entrance. We were proud of that when we first moved in. Like it was some kind of big deal. From the hallway, I saw her, but I didn't realize. I never thought that she was... The lights were off, the whole room was a mess. I thought we'd been robbed or she'd fallen or... There was broken glass, furniture knocked over. And she was... I called her name and she didn't move. I checked her pulse and she was still warm. Her blood was warm. And I saw...
The gun.
It looked so heavy, but I thought I had to be fake because I didn't want it to be real.
Is that why you picked it up?
What? Pick it up? I didn't touch that thing. I didn't shoot her, damn it!
Doing what I do, you hear a lot of lies. White lies, blatant lies, hasty lies. Bad lies, especially. For me, it's always been easy to spot a lie. But it can be hard to know what to do about it. I have all the proof I need in my files, but he's nervous and defensive. And none of this works if he doesn't trust me. Lily.
Stay up to date on the details through your phone and evidence. If your clients notice that you don't know what you're talking about, they'll stop giving you any credit.
No, my money! You did touch the gun, Carlos. That's just a fact. And we know because...
Of your prints.
Yeah, he had prints on it. It's a fact that your fingerprints are on that gun.
What? But I didn't do this. I wasn't thinking. I was just...
Carlos. All I'm saying is that you picked it up. That's all.
Would you believe me if I said I didn't realize it was a gun?
Explains how his prints got on the gun. Not in a way that would satisfy the police. Still, if all he did was hold the gun.
I thought it was her vape. So stupid. I know what a gun looks like. But seeing it in my own home, right in front of...
You weren't shocked, Carlos. You still are.
Police came in sometime after that. I don't remember much of what they said. Things started moving fast, it seemed like. The rest of my night went probably the way you'd expect.
Carlos, you admit to having a verbal argument with Diane, but you said you were surprised to see the room trashed when you got back. To clarify, you're saying that you two never had a physical fight?
What? Physical? We never fought. We never fought like that. Did the police say we did?
They assumed as much. Which means they also assumed the room was disheveled, but well before the shooting occurred. Considering what Carlos has told me, what else did they assume? Probably some ceramic shards.
What is it? She looks like she's thinking about ceramic shards.
I'd like you to take a look at something for me. A crime scene.
Oh.
It's an AR module built from data taken as the police entered, so...
Right, it's just that...
It's just data, Carlos. No grisly details.
Okay. Let me see it.
Take your time.
Alright, I think I've got it.
That's how the police found things. Now close your eyes and think back on how the room looked when you left. Try and focus on what's out of place.
Alright.
I'll take notes. You just say whatever comes to mind.
I don't remember exactly where everything was. But, well, the mirror was upright, of course. And that clock was still on the wall. The chair got knocked over at some point, and the bed got tossed, the cushions torn, and the urn fell. Ami Faye's urn. Other than that,
Amy Faye's ashes?
I tried to glue them back together, but I can't read. Sorry, that's all that stands out to me.
I see. Like so? Good.
It's like a Jackbox.
Drawful.
What's wrong? Something out of place? I didn't have an undo button. Carlos, you need to trust your instinct. If anything seems off, don't be afraid to speak up.
Look at the stars. Do, do.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Popcorn Lily.
It's just, I guess I just assumed your notes would be making edits to the AR.
Well, I suppose that works too.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I think your drawing was pretty good, considering.
I'd like to change the subject now, Carlos.
Right.
Let's talk about the letter that was found on your desk.
Letter? What do you mean?
I mean this letter here. Do you recognize it? Because the police are calling it a confession.
A confession? But this is just a note to self.
Pardon?
Look, when we fight, I lose my temper, say things I don't mean to. So this morning, I tried writing those things down so I'd have a script to stick to, so I could apologize to her instead of just fighting with her.
Carlos, you say in the note that you hurt them?
That's... I broke her fidget tubbies.
What? What?
Her fidget tubbies. They're these collectible ceramic characters.
Ceramic!
Oh, ceramic!
They're supposed to be like tactile. You use them as paperweights or conversation starters.
Conversation starters?
Yeah, like we're having right now. She loved those little things. Me too. They're awesome. They look like calico critters.
I saw when we get enough whatever, we can change our phone to have those guys on it.
We have enough right now. What? Store
Fidget
credit?
Tubbies.
Wait,
Also,
but-
Morgan time is
It
really
says,
funny.
It says 20 right now. Why?
That's a different currency.
But I don't understand.
Fidget Tubby. Sorry, I really like Morgan time. That's really funny. It's Morgan time.
Oh, July. Poppy. Student debt sizable. Luck poor. They're not worth a damn. You can buy them at any flea market or garage sale, but they meant a lot to her. And I broke them. Fidget Tubbies was just entered into terms. That's so funny.
Yes.
I mean, I was pissy at the time, but that goddamn piece of shit rental arm, I hardly know where I'm swinging it half the time. Got so angry, I just ripped it off and tossed it in my room, that cheap, dusty, worthless...
Okay. Let's say he did break a fidget duckies with his replacement arm. What does that change? Well, nothing at the moment. There's not enough detail in the note for me to prove what his intent was when he sat down to write it. But if the police insist on claiming it's a confession for the Heartbreak killings anyway...
couldn't even bother to sweep them up. I felt so...
All right, Carlos. Thanks for answering my questions. Now I'm going to call the police back in here, and I'm going to get this cleared up for you.
What? That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Although before I do that, I do have to ask. What do you know about the Heartbreak Killer?
Heartbreak? You mean that psycho that was trending all month? I mean, as much as anyone, I guess. I haven't been getting out much, but I'm sure everyone's on edge. A guy like that out there, he shoots people through the heart, right?
The police have kept the victim's appearances far away from any upstanding news sources. So unless he was already following the murders, Carlos wouldn't have noticed any resemblance to his girlfriend.
I mean, she was shot in the chest, but that's just... that doesn't mean anything, does it?
If he's this slow on the uptake, it's gonna be a real shock when those officers walk in here and accuse him of being a serial killer. I'll just have to squash that theory as quickly and definitively as possible. Are we gonna go to court? Is there court? Is there a court one? Is there a court part?
I didn't realize you could smoke in here.
I love smoking.
Blah, 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 blah.
Technically, I can smoke wherever I want. For a fee.
I guess so.
Nervous? Don't be. I'm the one who's on the clock.
Right, I'm sure this isn't your first time doing this.
No, of course not. It will be my first homicide defense, though.
Oh.
Why does everyone always think the first time's so goddamn important? Hey, cheer up. I've got relevant experience in other areas.
Oh. And, what areas are those?
You ever gamble, Carlos?
No, ma'am. I never go anywhere near loot boxes. Or touch the stuff.
Loot boxes? I meant more like playing cards.
Oh, well, then, no to that, too. I've actually got pretty terrible luck.
Could have fooled me. Well, what I do is a lot like poker, Carlos. Poker's nice because even if you dealt nothing but crap all night long, you can still win. Which makes things pretty fun.
Okay, so, do you have a good poker face?
I like to think so.
And are you lucky?
Only when the stakes are high.
And, in this metaphor, we're playing poker, and the state's the dealer.
If only. No, the state's more like a house.
You mean, like, the house always wins?
Yes. They're very good at it. Winning, I mean. That's why they're up there, and we're down here. That's why they're the house.
I just shat my pants. So what do we do?
We play the cards we're dealt as best we can. Win more hands than we lose. Keep it up and eventually someone will come over and tap the dealer on the shoulder and whisper something in their ear. And then we'll be politely asked to leave.
And they'll break our kneecaps? That doesn't sound very triumphant.
The house always wins. So our definition of victory is more like, don't lose.
Thanks, Morgan. But I guess I was more asking, like, what should I say?
Just leave all the talking to me.
So that's the strategy. What's up?
You know there's a saying about gamblers with strategies. Doug.
Yo, ready to confess yet? Cause I already woke up the DA.
Already? She must be new. The district attorneys have final say on whether or not a case is brought to trial. Only fair since they're the ones who end up having to actually prove the damn thing. Most of them prefer simple guilty pleas over long, protracted trials. And they all dislike having their time wasted. Unfortunately, then, you'll have to call them back. Because my client is not guilty. And frankly, I'm not even sure you have enough to hold him here.
Right. What she said.
You've got a weird sense of humor, counselor. Different generations, I guess. Before my time kind of thing.
I'm very serious when it comes to defending man's innocence, detective.
Counselor.
Counselor,
How about
do
Logan?
it, Lily.
Counselor, we have your client's written confession.
His written confession. Let's start there.
Okay, well,
We'll be happy to.
The thrust of every argument starts with the facts. The thrust. It's already known and agreed upon.
Roast.
Pubic knowledge for every player at the table.
gulp.
Yeah. It's pretty simple, counselor.
Bullshit, take a rumpa.
Real paint by numbers stuff.
I love paint by numbers.
See, we found a note at his apartment with his fingerprints on it, apologizing for how he hurt them all so bad. Now, how are you planning on spinning that?
Those are the facts. God, my tits look great. But I've been building up my hand all night. And now I've got the weapons to answer anything they try and throw at me.
Well,
My client did write that note. And it was an apology. But not for murder. He was apologizing for...
bashing the laboobos.
Analyze the facts as they're laid out, then review the responses in your hand. Select the card that best answers the argument and place it into the slot on the right. You can mouse over your opponent's portrait for a reminder on what key point you're answering. Ceramic crap.
Yes. He was simply apologizing for this.
The hell is that?
I found myself asking that exact same question.
What are we looking at here? Something from the crime scene.
This diagram of the room. It's graded from data you captured, right?
Pure non-GMO augmented reality crime scene data, yeah.
What's non-GMO?
Not much these days.
But notice anything out of place?
Yeah, the whole room's full of busted shit. It's the scene of a murder.
Yeah, full of busted shit for sure. But I was more referring to the unidentified ceramic debris found on the western side of the room.
The hell is that?
Ceramic debris, huh? Must be from the vase that got tossed.
Actually, that's not possible.
Oh,
Because that vase...
wasn't damaged.
True. It's not possible for that debris to have come from the vase. Because that vase is still pristine.
It ain't broken!
How is that?
How is that possible?
Come on, man.
Okay. Whenever it's taking a long time to, load through, it's because it's loading. It's buffering. The lady at the garage sale told me it was so old and delicate. Damn it, the one time I try and thrift shop on my own!
Well, so what? What does it even matter?
If the vase doesn't have a scratch on it,
And the debris must have come from somewhere else. That debris is what my client wrote that apology over.
You're saying that confession was his apology for not vacuuming?
I am. Because that pile of rubble is all that remains of the victim's collection of Fidgy Bob. Fidget tack.
fidget tubbies.
Yeah, what he said. Mr. Flatfoot broke the victim's ceramic figures by accident. And this impassioned note to self was just his attempt at scripting out an apology.
Can you prove that?
We're taking this seriously?
As much as I wish we weren't.
Look at that. Guitar riffs, go!
Let's go.
We're all in agreement that my client wrote that note. And we can all plainly see that the ceramic debris at the crime scene. Now, since it's gonna come from the vase, it must have come from the collectibles. Simple, right?
Those things.
The hell are you on about? The entire room was trashed, as the Arks clearly shows. Those fidget tubbies must have gotten pulverized during the struggle too. You really gotta claim he sat down and write an apology for breaking her toys after gunning her down?
Not a bad train of thought, but I can do better. No, those collectibles were destroyed much earlier than that, and there's proof.
Oh,
you
yeah,
did throw
it's-
the
yeah.
arm.
Yeah, I think it's the arm.
Yeah. Just take a closer look at the rental you took into custody.
Huh?
One swipe of your finger should show exactly how devastating it was to the fickle buddy ecosystem.
It's fidget tubbies.
Well, whatever. You did take it into custody. I'm sure your techs found ceramic debris on it, yes?
Well, now that you mention it.
Fine, whatever. He broke them with his arm while he was killing her. Happy?
Overjoyed. Because
Because even a cheap arm's got an operating system that logs the last time it was worn, right?
right.
See, I happened to spot a footnote on the lab report. Said that rental hadn't been used since the AM.
Whose side are you on, old man?
It's gotten pretty late, sunshine. Just trying to save us all some time where I can.
Well, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you for your service! Are you seriously buying this crap? Just look at how scrawled, how panicked that note is.
Oh.
You expect me to believe he was that upset over a fidget tubby collection? One that hasn't even been graded?
You know about fidget tubbies.
This is an Edgeworth Steel Samurai situation.
Yeah.
Setting aside Detective Ray's surprising depth of knowledge when it comes to collectibles. You're correct. They hold no real monetary value. It would be odd for Carlos to be so shaken over their loss. But so what?
So what?
After all, that's not panic you're seeing on that page. No, the only reason that note looks the way it does is because Carlos...
Is right-handed.
Yeah. Because Carlos is right-handed.
Yes, I am. Did they not know that? Shouldn't that be on my permanent record or something?
I love that he's here for that. So the reason why that note looks like asylum wall scribbles.
It's just because he had to use his left hand to write it.
I tend to think better writing than typing. And I need to get used to using my left anyways. I just thought it could be good practice. Taking that into account, alongside the ceramics.
Do you want to shuffle?
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to be Morgan?
Sure. Doug, did you get a shot?
Yeah, I can go over to London. If
Alright,
you want to be that angry girl.
Yeah, I can do Rays. And then, Doug, do you want to be
Flat, I
our
think his
man in
name.
back?
Oh, sure.
What is his
Cool.
name? His name's, yeah, Flat. Carlos. Your slam dunk confession is looking about as watertight as a fishnet.
Okay, fine. Forget about the confession. Congratulations, counselor. You've established that your client's remorseless. Now let's get back to the reality of the situation. Here are the facts. I'm sorry, that's hard to take off. We found your client at the scene of the crime, wearing a coat covered in the victim's blood, right next to a big old goddamn gun that just so happened to have his fingerprints on it.
That's right, that coat is.
What, you gonna claim it's not his? That he actually wears an extra small?
She's trying to bait me in a typical low-key fashion. As the arguments flow, you won't always have a stronger hand. Sometimes the best you can do is hold your tongue and avoid overcommitting. Try to lose as little credit as possible while you wait for a few more favorable. Okay. She must have.
Look at that face!
She must have something. No sense playing into it. Something you'd like to ask me, detective?
I'm just curious. What'll it be next? You gonna tell me he actually wears an extra small?
Whoa.
What the hell? Stay or raise?
Yeah, I would stay, because, like... Oh, it doesn't even give you the option, because it's the tutorial.
Yeah.
Gee, Carlos, do you?
No.
Yeah. Sure, there's no evil twin you've forgotten to mention. I don't think it's an evil twin.
No, I'm afraid not.
Not even gonna go for a mysterious third party at the scene of the crime?
To prove his innocence, I will need to get there eventually. But going there now, without hard evidence...
Is bad news.
I have no evidence of a third person at this time.
Damn right you don't. It's clear as day in the arcs. No evidence of anyone but the Carlos being there that night. So keep dreaming.
It was obvious she had something there. I wasn't going to win that hand either way. But at least I didn't overstep and take any more damage than I had to. We're not contesting any of that, detective. My client freely admits to holding that gun. He picked it up in confusion after coming home to find a brutal crime scene, which was not smart,
Hey.
but not illegal either.
And that's all? He had her blood all over his clothes.
Yes, he did.
Right.
Do you have those clothes on hand, by the way?
Lab finished with them a while ago.
What are you getting at?
It'll be easier to just show you. Would you mind getting them for me?
You know what? Sure, I could use the fresh air. This thing's a bullshit in here anyway.
And here I thought the room smelled like...
Morgan. What are you doing? My coat's covered in her blood. I remember that much. So doesn't that, like, make me look really bad?
Just relax, Carlos.
Pretty sure that's impossible.
You're innocent, and that means having more evidence will always help you, not hurt you.
Really?
Really? Not really. Plenty of innocent people in prison. People with bad luck, or bad lawyers. People shouldn't count on the truth to come out easy. More often than not, it takes coaxing.
Green Morgan, Green Morgan.
Green Morgan. Gorgon.
Gorgon.
Morgan.
Grogan.
Grogan. I saw
Grogan.
that. You were Grogan right there.
You were
Decent love.
Grogan big time in there. What was it that reminded me of?
Oh, Grogan. Reminded me of Grogan. Peace and love.
Alright.
Alright, here it is. One bloodstained jacket, fresh from the lab.
Oh, it's on his right hand.
That's the left hand.
You're right.
So what's your angle?
Me holding up my hands. The L's.
You gonna tell us this is actually just hot sauce?
That would be funny, but no. That would be silly.
You actually thought it over.
So what the hell's your point? Hey.
Sorry. Just got thrown off by the turn of good fortune.
What good fortune?
You should thank the detective for bringing your jacket, Carlos. She's just proven your innocence. My client was arrested wearing this coat. He wouldn't have been wearing it at the time of the murder.
You would have, not wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have... No. Okay, yeah.
No, you would have.
Would have.
Goodbye. No.
Backlog, press L.
My client was arrested wearing this coat. He would have been wearing it at the time of the murder. Has the victim's blood on it. We know died when she was shot in the heart by a gun that happens to be an old world pre-tagging firearm. Sorry. And so this coat proves he couldn't have been the shooter.
Is there a gas leak in here? In what world does that make any sense?
Sense happens to be key here. You just need to draw their attention to what they can. Sniff, sniff.
I have a theory.
What?
Maybe you can't smell the gunpowder on the coat. The old world gunpowder.
Oh!
I
Yeah,
don't know.
smell
What do
the...
you think?
Either that or see the gunpowder. I feel like it would be more like smell.
Maybe. I think maybe either one would work. I don't know.
What do you think, Doug?
I like smell. Did they say something about gunpowder having a smell?
Not specifically, but they did say, like, they did call out specifically that it's, like, using real gunpowder, which was apparently very strange.
I mean, we don't have anything else. I want a quick save. I want to save. Me
Was it a quick
saving.
save?
Alright, we're smelling.
Alright.
This isn't the stupid answer.
Just do me one favor, detective. Tell me what you smell.
I don't smell anything except dried blood.
Exactly. The coat smells like
Yes.
blood, but it doesn't smell of.
Cigarette? That's what I've been smelling.
Yes, Detective London, I was smoking earlier. Could you rejoin the conversation?
I've been listening. You wanted me to smell the jacket?
If you would.
Let's see. Huh. No gunpowder.
Epic. What? What about gunpowder?
Oh, don't blame yourself for not noticing. This was before your time.
You can't be more than a few years older than me.
But not before your partners, it seems.
I'm
See,
old.
gunpowder's weak by today's standards, but it's still volatile stuff. Hard to store, prone to misfiring, and when it goes bang, it leaves behind an awful lot of evidence.
The hell is she talking about, London?
Modern firearms like the ones we carry use electricity, magnetism, even air pressure or sound waves. They've got more accuracy, more firepower, less recoil, less noise, and they don't leave behind any residue.
Gunpowder residue.
You talked my ear off about how difficult it is tracking down a gun that doesn't leave digital traces. But a revolver like this one? It'd leave gunpowder on the skin of whoever fired it for days.
So then his coat.
If you don't trust your noses, you can check the lab reports. I think if they had found any gunpowder on my client or his clothes, they'd have taken the time to highlight it.
Well, whatever. That just means he washed off after shooting her. He changed his clothes.
That's not impossible, but it would be pretty pointless.
Huh?
His jacket and his left hand were blood-soaked when your officers found him. Would he really go through all the effort to get rid of something as subtle as gunpowder residue, just to get the victim's blood all over himself afterwards? In light of these details, I'd like to formally request that you reconsider the charges Mr. Flatt is facing as soon as possible.
Whoa.
They're faltering now. Should topple over at any moment. The letter was mostly icing on the cake for them. That gun is all they had to link Carlos to any of the shootings. So if it looks like he never actually fired the gun, I'll admit things were a little dicey at times. But once I was able to grasp the situation, a smaller piece of
Green.
Grundon! I'm
Grundon.
Grundon.
out. Not my cleanest work by far, but overall I'd say... Did she get a message?
Wait, did they actually manage to find it?
Something you'd like to share, Detective Reyes?
You're good. Twisting the truth into knots, making the facts work for you.
Thanks.
But your luck just ran out. Because the net scrubbers found a cam active at the exact moment of the shooting. And right now, I'm staring at a photo of the killer.
Wanna bet? Photo of the shooter? If she had that, we wouldn't still be talking. But I doubt she's just pulling this out of her ass. She's got something from the scrubbers.
This fucking rules. She must be bluffing. She must have something.
I think she has something, but...
Yeah, I think so too.
Wait, oh,
God,
I
this
don't
illustration
know.
is so cool. I mean, she said as much. Like, Morgan said as much. Like, she probably isn't talking completely out of her ass.
Yeah. So we should
So
stay.
let's go a little longer. Yeah.
I'm not sure I followed, Detective. Didn't we establish that there was an optics blackout during the shooting?
Sure there was. But this isn't from optics.
Oh, no.
We lost credit. We lost 1 credit.
Good thing I held my tongue. Is it good? Because we lost credits. What?
It says, I mean, maybe we could have lost more. I don't know.
Yeah.
As I thought, the scrubbers must have managed to dig up something from outside the network. Which means...
Party's over, counselor. Feast your eyes on this. That's a terrible fucking photo.
Yeah. Well... Okay, the quality is lacking. And yet there it is. They managed to find a quarter needle of evidence in a whole city block of haystacks. What are the goddamn chances? Oh, with the scale their tools operate on, I guess the chances are, as always, in their favor. Alright, this isn't good, but it's a far cry from the worst case scenario I envisioned. You could even say I got lucky, which means the stakes are...
Well,
Well, it's a little bit.
Larry?
don't look at me. I didn't take the damn thing. Technically, no one took it. Looks like at the time of the shooting, a neighbor was on their phone.
Probably venting about how crazy the couple across the way was acting. But if their phone was on, its camera would be on.
And so we managed to get this shot through the window.
Where to begin? Far away, unfocused, ultra-low resolution, zoomed in, blurred, color shifted, and so compressed it looks like it's from another century.
It's deep fried.
There are tools that can enhance.
Enhance this image any further, and I could count the pixels on one hand. Kiss its Eddie's ability and court goodbye.
I need to use that line at work. When they
Yeah,
sent me a
comes up a lot.
logo at like 1 DPI.
Yeah.
You can't honestly claim that you can identify my client from this image. And there's no way in hell you could get this past a judge.
Yeah, you're probably right. We couldn't. But I think I know a DA that could. It's Ringo. Either way, doesn't seem like your client's leaving this police station anytime soon.
Sorry about that. Peace and love. Peace and love.
That photo. What the hell is happening to me?
Think I know a DA that could? Don't be so modest, old man. We have photo evidence of a left-handed shooter standing in the hallway at the same time the whole neighborhood heard a gunshot. And who do we know had their left hand fingerprints all over that gun?
You're referring to my client.
You think? We've established he wasn't wearing his modded arm at all tonight. So he must have shot with his left.
Yes, and we've also established that he's weak with his left side that had no gunpowder whatsoever.
Forensics will never be perfect, counselor. Sometimes we miss things. Sometimes you take a walk through the rain, and when you finally get where you were going, you somehow end up dry. But that doesn't mean it didn't rain.
That was stupid. I didn't like that.
I'm sorry.
Peace and love.
John writes all the songs, this is why. All of which is to say, before judge or jury, photographic evidence outweighs a failed sniff test.
Carlos is innocent. I know he is. But that photo shows a left-handed shooter. Carlos is innocent. That photo is real. If both are true, then that means that photo doesn't show what it appears to show.
So, at a loss for words?
Never! I'm just confused about one thing. Where was this photo taken from exactly?
Exactly. Positional data is usually only accurate to the nearest public router. If we DNon the phone's owner and ask them where...
Why bother with any of that? Ballistics and common sense tell us that the perp shot from the room's doorway. The front entrance to the apartment faces to the south. There's a hallway that runs back to the bedroom. We're looking straight at the shooter, so it's pretty obvious this was taken from across the north window.
From the north. Okay, so here's the doorway right here.
Yep.
And the clock was next to, but the clock was here. The clock was supposed to be up here. Wait, so how does that make
interesting.
sense? Huh. I want to look at the evidence again. Okay, is it in there? See, it's on the left side, but in the crime scene.
Yeah, can we look at the arcs? No.
I swear to God, it was.
I think it was by the TV, I think.
See, on the left side. Or
Yeah,
on the right side.
yeah.
Hmm.
On the right side of it.
The clock was on the wall.
I'm not crazy, right? Like.
No, I think you're right. I mean, that's based on. I think that's right.
Yeah.
This is from the north. Why can we clearly see the clock?
Clock! It's not that complicated. The neighbor who got the shot must live on the other side of the street. So we're looking into the bedroom from the north window.
If she's wrong, I should seize the opportunity to start turning the tide. I'm raising!
Raise.
I'm afraid that's simply not possible, detective. This photo has to have been taken from the west.
What kind of bluff is that supposed to be?
The good detectives are misinformed here, and I need to take advantage of it. Time to press the initiative.
The hell do you mean this was taken from the west?
The autopsy tells us the victim was shot from the doorway. Your officer's ARC's data tell us the precise location of everything in the room at the time they arrived. Now your photo has shown us the exact moment of the shooting.
And?
We now raise the ante on a hand up to the current max. Answer wrong and you'll lose more credit, but answer correctly and you can bank up more credit for trick your hands down the line.
Whoa, that's cool.
Oh, and all together, that tells us that the photo must have been taken through the west window. As long as you consider... Where's my clock?
Bet.
Where's my clock?
Max the bet.
8 minute?
Yeah, it's in statement.
It's max.
Yeah.
Mirror's upright.
Clock was on
the
the
wall. Just take one look at the clock in the photo.
Yes, our chips. The clock? What about it?
The clock, huh?
Seems like London's got an idea. If he's mistaken, I could pounce on it to keep my tempo high.
This photo was taken right before the shooting, so... Wait, don't tell me the time of death is wrong.
No, the place is wrong. The time of death is correct. The place is wrong.
Yeah.
So we raise.
That's a good question, Detective London. But the answer's no. The autopsy, the clock, and the neighbors all agree the time of death was 9 p.m.
Oh, right, no mistaking that.
So then what the hell were you on about?
There's a clock on the wall in this photo, analog style. And it reads 9 o'clock.
9 p.m., the time of the shooting. The hell's so special about that?
Nothing. There's nothing odd about the time the clock reads, but do you remember there being a clock in the room?
What?
Actually, I don't recall there being a clock.
That makes sense. You wouldn't recall seeing a clock, because when the police secured the scene, the clock had already been knocked to the floor.
And?
The only clock in that room is the northeastern corner. And my client has informed me that before the crime, it was hung up on the eastern wall. Like so.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
An artistic rendition.
She hit the glitter in her eyes again.
It's, very distinct.
If you had information on how the crime scene was before the shooting, why didn't you just add that to the arcs?
I can show you my hand. It's because discovery law compels us to share info. Doesn't
Oh,
mean
no.
you have to play fair, detective.
The first rule of evidence law.
Flip my mind. I'll do that now. The important thing is, if that clock was on the eastern wall before the shooting occurred, then this photo must have been looking through the western windows. Oh, sorry.
Then this photo must be looking through the western window to see it?
Don't start getting ahead of yourself. The victim was shot at 9 p.m. The same time that this photo was taken of the shooter. But you want to claim the clock's still on the eastern wall, but it would have been knocked down during the fighting?
You've got your logic backwards, detective. Your precious photo shows that the room was pristine at the time of the shooting. And there's one other piece of evidence that proves exactly how the cards fell. From mirror. It's from the mirror.
So this is a picture of the mirror?
This is a picture of the mirror.
Well, let's max our bet.
Oh, you're right.
So then the clock reads 6 p.m. in that picture.
Oh shit.
Or 3.
No. The mirror is just the square of light. It doesn't. Wait.
Oh, you think? Oh, okay. The mirror was next to the clock, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, then that would make the murderer right-handed. Which is
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
good. Glass shards? What about them?
Nothing much, really. Only that they're on top of the victim's body and not under it.
If the glass fell on top of the victim's body, that would mean...
That she was dead on the ground before the room got trashed.
But that's...
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone trash the room afterwards?
It's a good question, Carlos. Luckily, it's the detectives who have to delve into the minds of the criminally insane, not us. Tell me, detectives, were there any signs of a struggle at the other crime scenes?
Other crime scenes?
No, nothing like that. Those attacks would have been over in a matter of seconds.
So what did you think when you saw the mess in the bedroom?
This was personal, and things had gotten complicated. Shit happens.
Shit does happen, detective. But in this case, it seems there's been a general misconception about the order in which shit happened.
So what if the room didn't get tossed over until someone afterwards? He still shot her. And we have a photo right here.
And I'm glad you do, detective, because that photo proves my client's innocence.
Huh?
Proving that it wasn't my client who pulled the trigger is difficult, and maybe more importantly for all of us, time-consuming. Thanks to your photo, I can instead prove that it couldn't have been my client who pulled the trigger, because the man in that photo couldn't possibly be Carlos.
Yeah. Like hell it can't.
The glass shards prove that the room was pristine at the time of the shooting. We know that until the room was tossed, that clock was on the eastern wall, which means that this photo of the shooter was taken from the west.
Back to this shit. That's impossible. The only hallway in that apartment runs from north to south. The only person with prints on that gun is your client. And the only fact that matters is that he used it to murder 6 innocent people.
You're a very honest person, Detective.
Excuse me?
That's why you're such a shitty gambler. You played your cards too early. Now I can steal the pot right out from under you. You're right about the hallway's orientation. You're right about the prints. And this HK figure has claimed 6 lives. But we aren't looking at the hallway in the photo.
What?
What we're seeing is...
Yo!
What's this? Okay, it's mirror. Yeah.
Mirror.
Yeah.
What is that? You're trying to glass shards again?
Sort of. By the way, do you recall where those glass shards came from?
Yeah, sure. They came from
From a standing mirror.
Yeah!
A mirror that, at the time of the shooting, how much? Oh, we got so much, baby. We
We were
rich.
+5 there, +5.
Mirror that, at the time of the shooting, stood across the room from the western window.
But then, that would mean...
At that angle, from that viewpoint.
It would reflect the hallway. So we're not seeing a shooter with a gun in their left hand. We're seeing a killer take aim with their right arm. And, as we all know, my client hasn't had a working right arm in a number of weeks. And he hasn't worn his rental since this morning. So I meant what I said about that photo. I'm glad that it was recovered. Because it just proved that my client couldn't possibly have committed this crime.
Yeah.
That should be the end of it. Except it looks like Detective Reyes really is a novice gambler. Sunk cost has got its teeth
Ooh,
in
new
her
minigame.
mouth, clawing up her spine, whispering wounded pride in her ear. It's a cold sweat, hot palms kind of fever. The impotent, irrational fury of losing something you thought was guaranteed yours. But lucky for you, Detective, I'm well versed in shock therapy. You look dissatisfied, Detective Reyes.
That's one word for it.
Then allow me to put a nice bow on everything for you.
Ooh, comic book.
In summary, my client's so-called confession was just a note to self. The police found him in shock, reeling at the death of his girlfriend, and arrested him for being next to a gun he forensically couldn't have fired. After being confronted with these facts, he received photographic evidence of the exact moment of the shooting. And instead of utilizing said photo to track down the real killer, you tried to claim it depicted my client, a man without the requisite limb, standing in an architecturally impossible hallway.
That's... He could have had a backup arm. He could have stolen one.
A little stubbornness can be charming, but this kind of declaration is ugly. It's getting late. I'm gonna bury my fangs.
There.
There, these are very fire. That's the best you've got? Even a bare bones prosthetic off the black market needs to be attuned to an individual's nervous system. You'd have to bring it into a clinic. You would have left the record on a shoulder harness. A record you won't find. And you'd still have to somehow have gotten rid of it before the police arrived. SOP at the time of violent crime calls for full spectrum scanning of the entire building and 100 meters around at minimum. So where, Detective Reyes, did he manage to hide a cybernetic arm from your drones in the time between the shooting and his arrest?
Oh.
Well, any objections? Detective?
God. Damn. It.
Yeah!
Cool.
Cool game.
Show me your hand, Flat. You're uncuffing me? In light of the evidence, we have no reason to hold you.
Now I gotta go call the DA. and tell her I made a mistake.
Oh, we made a mistake, huh? Listen, kid, you should know.
Detective?
Lost my train of thought. But hey, your attorney's a real tiger, and she just fought like hell for you. Make sure you thank her properly. Public defense doesn't pay that well. Yeah.
That's kind of you to say, Detective. But my work is its own reward.
Sure. I feel exactly the same, counselor. What happens now?
I'll have to speak with the DA about the dismissal. And there's still some paperwork we'll need to go through. But basically, you're free to go. Congrats! You get to leave the casino with your kneecaps intact.
Yeah, yay. But what am I supposed to do?
Oh, what am I supposed to do? The detectives will continue their investigation.
Their investigation into heartbreak, huh?
Yes. When the authorities are satisfied with their examination of the body, she'll be handed over to the next of kin. And then you can make funeral arrangements.
No, that's not what Diane being gone is bad enough. But a serial killer? It's like she died of the flu. It doesn't happen anymore.
People die of the flu all the time, but I know what you mean.
I can't make sense of it. So what am I supposed to do?
Hell if I know. There's some contacts I could give you. Services, professionals, doctors.
No, you've done more than enough for me. When you got here, I was too tired to even defend myself, to try and convince them I didn't. You saved me. Thank you.
You're welcome, Carlos, but it's my job to.
No, I mean, thank you for not asking. For not asking if I killed her.
Oh, Carlos. I didn't need to ask. I knew you were innocent from the start.
Starts playing the end of the case theme.
Of course it does. After all. What? What?
Whoa, what?
What? Blood's always different. Heart's always in the same place. Easy to find, hard to miss. But the blood's always different. Flowering stain, unfurling towards an invisible sun. Perfectly
No
unique
way.
bloom, only one for each of us. A Rorschach test with singular, universal meaning. Vitality at its climax. Bursting forth into a red fractal consisting solely of an infinite the end. But the comical thud of a body hitting the floor has its own kind of lowbrow appeal.
Holy shit.
She's the
Holy
killer?
shit.
What the fuck?
She's the heartbreak killer.
Dog!
That's
Bullet number
awesome.
6 of 6. The gun's empty. It's useless to me now. May as well leave it. Feels like a waste, but whatever. Finding the ammo was almost enough of a hassle to outweigh the advantages. I could sell an untagged gun for a fair bit of cash. Cash can't buy you peace of mind. Oh, don't look so surprised, lady. Moping around in the dark in here must have only been able to see my silhouette. Did she think I was her boyfriend, back for an encore of that enthralling conversation? Can't ask her now.
Hey!
These old pieces are so goddamn loud. People aren't even familiar enough with the sound anymore to know to run the other way. Probably roused half the neighborhood. I didn't see anything I could use, even as a partial suppressor on the way in. Can they really not afford some throw pillows? Use the other 5 bullets in outdoor spaces, in small spheres of blind opportunity that the city's eyes couldn't think to pierce. Cramped places, usually full of trash. This room, as cheap as it looks, it's at least clean, organized, even. The corpse adds a certain satisfying contrast. Fuck. Except, there's shit on the floor. At the window, there are broken pieces of something fragile and tacky. It's fine. It's just one thing out of place. Actually, it's not fine. It's actually really irritating. Kick over the stupid goddamn mirror. 5 perfect crime scenes, each of them not a speck of evidence, nothing to go on. And for the final shot, there just has to be some pile of shit in the corner ruining everything. I kick the wall. Something falls from it. Probably more tasteless bullshit. Toss over the chair and knock the urn. Tear into the sheets with my frustration and try to savor the shredding. If it can't be clean, I'll just have to lean into the messy angle. At least it will be consistent. Whew. This is all so stupid. Honestly, I'm not the ego-driven type. In fact, I pride myself on my humility. Now, was it satisfying when the first 3 went down with single shots? Yes. But so what? I'm not made of stone. After all, I did start to actively aim for the heart, but after that I did. Ugh. Heartbreak killer? Really? Don't people have anything better to do with their time? What kind of miserable, lifeless voyeurs would obsess over something that's none of their business? All the threads and breakdowns and the goddamn theory crafting. All for the heartbreak killer. Sounds like a soap opera villain from a season where the writers were on strike. I'd feel insulted by the label, but no, that's someone else's name. They came up with it. They spread it. They marketed it. Heartbreak's got nothing to do with me. He's just some reclusive, lonely, socially impotent loser who shot 6 people because... Well, I'm sure people will come up with something. But he got rejected one too many times or whatever. Me, I killed those people because I saw them and I wanted to. And I've killed a lot more times than just 6. At least the room is thoroughly trashed now. If I had just walked away after seeing that mess by the window, it would have irritated me to no end. Now that it doesn't match the MO of the last 5 perfectly, it'll irritate the cops to no end instead. Good riddance, heartbreak. You enjoy your 15 minutes in the spotlight. Really savor it. I'm going home. The air's weighty tonight. Thick, energized. Some foreshadowed summer rain I can feel on every hair. They call this kind of humidity oppressive. I disagree. Warm tension in your skin, like in those short moments just after the shower turns off and steam lingers. Yeah, it's always most comfortable right afterwards. Maybe there's no disagreement to be had. Oppressive things can be comforting too. Only the guilty ones run. I don't know about that. But I know I've never felt guilty about any of this. And I walk. What the fuck?
What a twist.
Sorry, using my left is still...
Popcorn Logan.
That's okay. You can just initial in those spots. I took a scenic route home, courtesy of a fine city sprawling public transportation, and got in a bit after 11 p.m. Had myself a thorough shower, drank a glass of milk, did some stretching, made sure my phone was on. I went by evenly. Around 1:40 a.m. a posting for public defender work came up. Decent rate, since it was so late and so urgent. I had wagered correctly that the boyfriend would have enough sense to ask for a lawyer, and enough debt that he'd need to be provided one. All I had to do was stay awake. There wasn't much competition after 1 in the morning.
Okay, where else?
Here and here. How did I phrase it earlier? Criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. Why wouldn't I take on a job where Why wouldn't I take on a job where I already knew more than the cops? It would have been easy to convince Carlos to plead out. I would have gotten them paid the same, too. But easy is dangerous. Carlos was, of course, innocent, so his conviction would never be airtight. There would be doubts, questions, appeals, maybe even fans, depending on his looks. More attention on HK and his crimes. More headaches. A cold case rotting in the very far back of the public's awareness is always preferable to one open and shot in haste. Now, with no more murders matching HK's MO, there won't be any additional public pressure to find a culprit. Now, Heartbreak can just starve to death, out of sight and mind, like any other fluke in the system. Almost done. Get involved with the case this intimately does have its risks. Hell, I might have even overdone things here or there. Like lighting up a smoke inside an interrogation room, just to make doubly sure I didn't still smell of gunpowder myself. That London fellow seemed more fixated on it than I would have liked. But, obviously, everything turned out rosy. And it's worth it for the finality of it all. Seeing the authorities' failings from the best seat in the house? It's just a bonus.
Bonus.
Bonus?
Venus.
Thanks again, Morgan, for everything.
For everything.
I'm sure Diana's grateful too.
Ah!
Funny. I didn't even know her name. Something the matter?
No, sorry, it's just... I was mad when I left the apartment. I know she was too. So when she died...
Death was instantaneous, Carlos. I can't imagine that she was in any pain. In fact, I can guarantee she was dead before she hit the ground.
No, I know, but I just keep thinking that she must have died angry at me. That she must have died hating me.
Ugh. Yay. To tell you the truth, Carlos, there's something I've been wondering about myself.
What is it?
Something I noticed in the Ox data that I didn't quite understand. A piece of the puzzle I couldn't fit in anywhere else. Or maybe you can make sense of it. Pearls.
What is the... Where did you find that?
That pillow organizer was found on the victim. She had it grasped in her hand when she died. Obviously, the police added it to the Ox, but it was quickly ruled irrelevant. Seems like it contained triprexazone, prescribed to help martyrs with phantom itches. The small tablets, and those are tricky clasps too for a pillow organizer. Could be hard to handle with an unsteady hand. No one will ever know what she was feeling when she died. Even if they did, feelings are complicated. You can feel angry, happy, and sad all at the same time. But as far as facts are concerned, it would appear that when she died, what she was doing was setting out your medications for the week. To my eyes, anyway. Oh, if we didn't make that extra observation in the arcs, we wouldn't have got that.
Yeah.
Well,
Crazy.
Doug, do you want to try? You can wrap up with her.
sure. Long night. I was too far. Just now. Practically rubbing it in his face. It's not like I care about his feelings. I doubt I'll ever see him again. But overstepping like that is pure hubris. And hubris invites a downfall. So why did I even bother? It was the last piece of the puzzle, I suppose. I'll just need to show more restraint next time. Though there won't be a next time for Heartbreak. The gun's in custody, there's no more bullets left. There won't be a seventh victim, there won't be any more leads to pursue. The media will move on to their next obsession. I'll move on to my next MO. And no one will ever...
Really?
Found you.
District Attorney Rockford.
Whoa.
Sorry, can I try that again? I'm so fried.
By all means.
Ugh. Counselor Morgan, morning, noon, or night, you're always so put together.
Thank you.
I don't get it. How do you sleep at night?
Pardon?
You do white noise? Aromatherapy? Whatever you're doing, I need to steal it. God. I must have bags under my eyes dark enough for the dumpsters.
Assistant District Attorney Emma Rockford.
Hey, I'm in love with this person.
Yeah.
She's a prosecutor, the lawyer who argues for the state in court, trying to prove a defendant's guilt. And despite her sometimes unkempt appearance, she's probably the sharpest person to fill the position in decades. I should know. Since I haven't beaten her once. Worse yet, she has the remarkable ability to compartmentalize all the adversarial energy and only bring it out in the courtroom. It's part of what makes her good at her job. And hard for me to read.
Should I buy a new mattress?
What have they got you doing at this ungodly hour, Emma?
Oh, well, actually I'm here for you.
Me?
Your client was a suspect in the heartbreak killings. That's my case.
Oh, well, then you must have been relieved finding out that you won't have to go to trial against me.
No? Why would I be worried about going up against you?
It's always the unintended barbs with her. So you're working with those detectives?
Yeah, London and the new girl. Rays. They're reporting to me in preparation for the trial.
Preparation for trial? That seems ambitious.
I guess they gave you. I guess they gave you the rundown.
gave you the rundown.
Yes. They've been doing everything they can, but trying to catch a killer who leaves behind so little.
She could be a little Minnesota, a little Minnesotan.
Sorta.
Hard to kill while leaving so little behind. So, Rays told you they had HK in custody and you popped out of bed all excited to run down here?
Hardly. I haven't slept in 40 hours. Too much on my mind. So, when I heard about a case with a single female victim shot through the heart, yeah, my ears perked up. But that's about all.
Oh?
I mean, Carlos Flat, a serial killer? The same serial killer that's outsmarted the state for weeks?
He's not using his middle name.
He was found with the murder weapon.
But I can answer that any number of ways.
Wait, so what are we... What are we
The
arguing?
DA is just you can hover over her face, I think, for to see.
Oh, yeah.
Hover over her face.
Emma's face?
It could have been Flat. Oh, okay, no, it couldn't have, though. She was a
Right-handed shooter?
Yeah.
And we said we could use any of this evidence, too.
Oh.
That may be true, but
But then I glanced at the report.
you glanced at it?
Yeah, she doesn't believe Carlos was it.
No gunpowder residue on him or his clothes.
Right.
Too remorseful, too apologetic in that note. Whatever it was about. His dominant arm modded, with documented sensitivity issues. Never could have made shots that clean. Not without getting close enough to leave scorch marks. Not to mention he's too tall for the ballistics entry angles. Probably too heavy to not leave imprints.
She's doing shit we weren't even looking at.
You got all that from a glance?
I'm
Sure, a competent lawyer like yourself pointed all that out the minute you walked in here.
Took all night.
Of course. Worst part is she's not even being sarcastic.
Yeah, of course it couldn't have been him.
Yeah?
Long-term relationship, physically imposing, argumentative, so not the type to bottle things up. He didn't match the profile.
Profile?
Yeah, Right, sorry. You've probably never heard of it.
I know what a goddamn profile is.
A profile is a reconstruction of a criminal's psychology based on evidence from their crimes. Kind of fallen out of fashion for the last few decades. Not much need to guess about the why when 99 times out of 100, the who is caught on camera.
Or before they even leave the house.
I've had to find some real fossils on oddballs to get advice on how to go about it. But I think I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm curious about the MO, but
I'm curious about the MO too.
yeah.
Well, at least this heartbreak maniac will slow down now that he's lost his weapon.
He didn't lose it. He chose to leave it behind. That tells me he's confident he can do just fine without it. And it just makes me even more certain that these aren't his only kills.
Were there other shootings with the same MO?
No, not that I've found.
Other victims that fit the description?
No. But I'm not overly focused on the victim's appearance anyway. I mean, these 6 victims all look like each other, but they also look like a lot of people.
That's true.
Hell, they kind of look like me.
Oh, that's so funny.
Do they?
Sure. What, you don't see it?
I hadn't thought about it.
Point is, no one can kill that cleanly when it's their first time. Getting things that perfect takes practice. So I know that HK must have had a lot more than 6 occasions to practice, Morgan. And that's, I think, perfect misnomer.
Excellent.
You've got something catchier in mind?
I just don't think shooting them in the heart has any particular significance. If anything, it's a testament to their accuracy and their cold-blooded efficiency. Best possible use of 6 untagged bullets. 6 kills, guaranteed, no matter what kind of life support mods they were packing. Their real signature isn't the bullets or the gun, it's the perfection.
That's hard to wrap your head around.
I'm saying that these 6 murders were just a fluke, a slip-up,
Mistake?
exactly, a mistake. They got too clean, too efficient, and now they've caught the public's attention. It's no wonder they're all so pissed.
Okay, she went from saying he to they. Just
Ooh.
yeah.
Are you talking about the crime scene?
Yeah, probably threw the detectives for a loop, right?
Based on what you said, I don't blame them. Whoever trashed that room doesn't seem like the smooth operator you've been describing.
On the contrary,
I don't follow.
this is the last bullet, their last shot. The other 5 were perfect. So if anything was out of place this time around, they must have thrown one hell of a temper tantrum.
You make them sound like a child.
Childish, and cowardly, and two-faced. Someone who hates to lose almost as much as they love to win.
Your profile tell you all that?
That? No. That part's just... takes one to know one.
So she also hates to lose?
So
I
this
guess, yeah.
profiling.
Sorry.
What did you say, Logan?
Oh, so Emma also hates to lose if it takes one to know one?
Oh, yeah. So this profiling, it's some kind of investigative technique?
The theory is that a crime can tell you something about the nature of the person who committed it. Stabbing, overkill, points to passion, rage, lust. They probably knew their victim. Poisoning guns, meanwhile, suggests they can't overpower their victims physically. And then there's things you can assume about nearly all serial offenders. Childhood trauma, prior criminal record,
few or no meaningful attachments. There's a lot of recurring themes in their stories.
The detectives say HK doesn't leave evidence. So how much can his crimes possibly tell you?
That he's diligent, almost perfect, highly intelligent, painstakingly organized, and with enough criminal connections to get his hands on an untagged firearm.
Rare to see her this animated outside the courtroom. It's almost like she's enjoying herself. Sheltered house cat who's picked up the scent of a mouse for the first time.
Forbidden Yuri.
I was just thinking that, especially with like the glowing, like, oh my gosh, they're into each other.
A lone wolf, educated, but
All her playfully lethal instincts coming to life.
probably overqualified or undervalued.
Though I'm not thrilled about the fact that in this metaphor I would be the...
Know what I mean?
Definitely.
And considering the marksmanship,
The detectives said that HK would have needed insider information on optics. So does that mean Heartbreak's in law enforcement?
never in 10 billion years.
Oh.
Antisocial, independent, despises authority. Be like a stallion applying for a job on a merry-go-round. He'd be like kicking kids in the head after the first full rotation.
Right, that's exactly how I'd put it.
There must be some connection to the police, though. Maybe secondary or tertiary? These types can't help but insert themselves.
Insert themselves? I do not I don't do anything even resembling that. Wait, if HK's not a cop, how did they know about the blackout timing?
Crime metastatistics... Fuck. Crime metastatistics analysis. Probably.
It's okay, you've been up for a couple days.
It's true, 40 hours.
Pardon?
Take the emergency response times from across the city and map them out. Look for brief spikes and delays. Tried out the dips in... Sorry, technical, I know. But all the requisite data is publicly available. With a map, a spreadsheet, a calculator. Anyone could reverse engineer the timing if they wanted to.
That is such an unpleasant thought, Emma. So to summarize, you're looking for a cold-blooded, faceless, perfectionist killer who you think has no persistent MO or victim type.
In a city with an 8-digit population.
Well, good luck.
I don't need luck. I only need more information.
Well, I'm sure the city would be happy to provide you with more resources.
8 digits, that's like 10 million? Is that right?
No.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy. That's a big city.
Ooh.
No, Morgan. I mean, I need more crime scenes.
Oh.
Sad truth is, if Heartbreak walked away today, I'd never catch him.
Oh,
The
this
way
is
my
so
neck
funny.
narrows is if they keep piling up bodies.
Not a very fair trade, is it?
No, it isn't. But getting screwed over is a given. It's a deal with the devil.
Oh! Oh!
Fair enough.
Ugh. Okay, that rant was pretty morbid and detailed. I need to get out more, or sleep more, or sleep less, but harder. You think a higher thread count would help?
Don't worry about it. I'm always happy to listen to you ramble. It's a lot more pleasant than having to face you in the courtroom.
Sorry, but that's the adversarial process. So, no hard feelings, yeah?
No hard feelings. We're both just doing what we do.
Huh?
I could use a cup of coffee. How about you?
Don't tempt me.
If you fall asleep face first onto the table, I won't even take a picture.
Okay. Just Just don't expect this to make a difference next time we're at each other's throats.
Heartbreak won't claim any more victims. In 2 weeks, the media will have moved on to the next sensation. And the police will have moved on to cases they actually stand a chance of closing. It's what people do. But Emma is different. She'll set it aside and work a dozen other cases, never bringing it up. But a private corner of that frustratingly sharp mind of hers will continue to whittle away at it. Never finishing, but never quitting either. So I can't afford to take my eyes off of her. As long as that's the case, I may as well try to enjoy the view.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Damn.
Good job,
This shit's
everyone.
good.
Holy shit. Holy. That's good stuff.
Holy shit.
Huh?
Android.
Logan, do you want to be the android? Do you want to be...
I want to be the android.
Okay, so... Which means you're going to be living with my friend for a while.
For how long?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Nailed it.
There's no need to look that upset over it.
My face barely moved.
It may as well have been a blatant pout from where I'm sitting. Yeah, like that.
This friend of yours, they're trustworthy?
Absolutely. In fact, I trust them more than anyone. Hey, come on, it'll be fun.
Really?
Really, educational too. I think you could stand to learn a lot from someone like Morgan.
Thank you, evil little bug.
Evil little bug.
What is that? Tab.
Brian Mulholland. Yeah, this shit's really good. We'll have to come back to this at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. Wow. It was good that we could do it in one night, too.
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't know if the other cases are longer or what.
I don't know.
I was also surprised, like, each of the little dialogue options, they were, like, really long. Like, twice or three times as long as, like, a Phoenix Wright dialogue option.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I kind of liked how, of the devil, and he shall appear.
Oh.
It was really good, though.
Oh.
You're the smartest person I know, Morgan, when it comes to people.
Personally, I think it's cruel to bring something that flawed into the world.
I'm a criminal defense attorney, and we're at a crime scene. I think I can guess what happens next.
Doug,
I've never stolen anything that wasn't already compromised.
work hard and the company will have you set for life. And after, too.
Can't tell you how many musicians I've seen screwed over by a big smile and a fat signing bonus.
So that's not just a lawyer job thing? You're just like a doorman on the weekends, too?
Get the determining fault, determining cause of death is like a breath of fresh air.
The company wheels don't stop spinning for anything.
We can't hope to keep this quiet for very long.
But it's a million times more likely than the alternative. That heartbreak could ever stop both of themselves from killing.
Father said that you owed him.
I don't do anything out of the goodness of my heart. But when I take a job, I never half-ass it.
Ooh.
Zam! It really pulls you in. Okay.
This shit good as hell.
This shit good as hell. Well, cool.
Oh, man.
Oh, results.
Results.
Oh.
2 out of 2 articles. 6 out of 6 profiles. 18 out of 18 key terms. 17 out of 17 pieces of evidence. 36 total credit earned.
We 100%ed that.
Yes. Do we get to buy stuff?
Store credit!
Yes, 36 store
Charms.
credit.
Yes! Yes! Bonus meal. Okay. Hold on. Let me get that phone
Yeah,
charm.
go the phone.
Let me get that phone charm. Which one do we want? We want blue or pink?
We can get all of them.
It's true.
That's true. Oh, look at there it is! Oh!
That one's really
It's
good.
really good.
I like this one so much, actually.
Are you like bouncing them around?
Yeah, if you touch
That's
them.
crazy.
What are these little things?
Oh, I guess they're...
Are those more charms?
Yeah, I guess they're different characters.
Oh, they're pretty expensive.
Wow. Wow.
We could get a change the color of our phone.
Oh!
Green for Gorgon.
Gorgon! I guess it's teal, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Love it.
Gorgon! I wish you could just keep adding more and more charms.
Yeah.
That would be really funny.
You're whipping that thing.
Wanna watch me whip? Watch me fidget. Watch me whip. Watch me fidget.
The fidget tubbies are so funny.
They are really funny. Did I?
All right. I think, yeah, it's saved.
Okay, good.
But the rest of the game costs freaking money. What the heck?
So freaked up.
Oh,
How could
damn.
they? Oh, cool.
Very cool.
They
very
just keep
cool.
giving us more.
God, this game's so pretty.
It is. It's gorgeous. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And the game mechanics are really cool.
Yeah, I really love that. Like, getting to wager how confident you are
Yeah.
feels awesome.
Yeah. I like that.
Especially.
It's very...
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's like, it reminds me a lot of Danganronpa, the way that the characters just like, they like slash across the screen and like stuff
yeah.
like that.
It's very
Love that
Danganronpa.
stuff.
What were you gonna say, Lily? Her bolo tie's relaxed, untied,
It's undone.
casual.
Also love the
What is
twist
she
that she's the
wearing?
killer.
What do you call that? Yeah, that was so cool.
Like a halter top
Is that what that is?
or something. It's like it's not a corset. It's because it's got a lot of buttons. I think that's what it is, but I could be probably am wrong. Where is she?
But yeah, that was a crazy twist, and I didn't totally predict it. I don't think.
No, I didn't either.
No, I didn't.
So it was
That's
cool to
very
see.
cool.
In fact, it confused me. I was like, "What do you mean she's the killer? What, this? Are you telling me that she's not good?"
I think
She's
it-
maybe not good.
Yeah, it made like her little crazy cutaways make a little more sense.
Yeah,
Like you guys were like, "Ooh, she looks kind of scary there."
yeah. Like with her black, when her eyes go black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what she's going for, because she said she didn't even know her name. So is she like killing people based on appearance because of the prosecutor? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Or is
I
it something else?
It implied that might have been happening without her realizing it. But she had also killed like indiscriminately before, so it might just be like a recent thing.
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean, like it seems like she does so just out of like passion, even though she's so meticulous about it. She just likes the feeling of killing, but also, in a way, she also kind of said that like, hey, I don't get a lot of work, so like this is me getting like making work for myself.
Yeah, she definitely enjoys it too, which
It
is
was
why
her-
like
That was her first case, though, right? Or no?
That was her first homicide case.
Yes, that was her first.
Her first
yeah.
homicide case.
So she's not making work for herself.
Well, now she might be. I don't know.
But no, I think it is for some pleasure or something, because like the DA Emma was just like, no, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it again. And Morgan was like, shit.
Very cool though.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like it very much.
I like that. I guess sort of my assumption at the beginning was that she operates sort of like a phoenix, right? Where maybe she doesn't have that much going on besides being like the protagonist who like wants to be good at her job. I think that's a big reason why I didn't see the twist coming. But like, I like that it's way different from Phoenix, right? And that she's definitely like giving something as a character, that
Right.
she's
Yeah.
evil, you know?
Yeah.
She's incredibly involved. Yeah.
She has a personality. It's not that Phoenix doesn't. He's just Phoenix.
He's a good guy.
Yes, exactly. He's the dopey good guy.
Right, but and the way she's so like bitter and cunning, but then just like tries to be chipper as chipper as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very very American Psycho too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I totally see that. It's nice. And I think I remember what I was gonna say earlier. It was when we were like placing bets and everything for how confident we were about our evidence. It reminds me of those times during like the courtroom sessions in Ace Attorney where we're just like we get stuck on something and we're like, all right, just fucking start like picking anything at this point. So it's like, oh, I guess there's a lot more consequences for this one. I mean, there's consequences in Ace Attorney too, but
I like how it does it better, because like you like manage your own health bar that way.
Right.
Like
exactly.
the credits are your health bar, and you can get more health by investigating things and like just being smart and observant.
Right.
And then but then it also turns into a high score at the end, which is really cool.
Yeah, that you can use.
You can like chase the perfect case or whatever.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's really neat.
It's so smart.
It is very smart.
But now it's time for bed.
Time for bed.
Bedtime.
Bye.
I gotta drive home.
Oh.
Oh, where are you?
Yeah.
You
Good bar.
go to McDonald's for the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.